they add up, and I know that there's no way that they're not doing this by the number, doing it by scripture, doing it by the book of Revelation. So many of these things are mentioned in the other books of these times, and I'm so blessed to understand time, the illusion of time, and all this changing of time, as it says in scripture that times will be changed. And so why is 99.9% of the world not figured out that everything that this corporation has a leader, and that leader is the selected by the Fortune 500 companies? The Constitutional Republic is long gone, and it is a corporation. It's under merchant law, serfdom, very close, if not to communism, definitely socialism. We've seen President 45 selection spend more money than any other president ever seated, even more than his behind Buddy Barry, went by the name Barack, and that's not his name. And Trump's original family name wasn't Trump either, so they've changed all these names, and time and all these things has been perverted so that 99% of the world can't even do simple math. I mean, smarter than a fifth grader kind of math. 4 + 5 is 9. Don't do your Common Core. I mean, 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes doesn't. Spiritual calculator, that never did add up, and I've never been the same since that day. So thank you, Father, for rebuking my heart. You know, don't like the fact that I was a veteran, but that was another air, 2 airplanes. Air. It was a signal of what is to come. So with their Canaanite god, you know, their transgender, 3 genders, that's why they're horn. It's all about that horn god. It's goat. That's all they can be, a goat. They can't be a ram because they're not a sheep. Father made goats and sheep, and so they mimic the Most High, who is not flesh, and he is I am. He is so. He's the divider of our flesh. He's the divider of what you would think is time or death is an illusion, and space. You know, people are completely lost. Space is not north and south. Space is east and west. He said, I am the Horizo. I'm not some pole transgender god that Trump has his house decorated with. So anybody falls for this illusion is a lunatic, and I have nothing to do with they're an idiot, and I have no 2 licks of a dung of what people, they're just idiots. They just don't know, and they couldn't even define the word idiot to me. So that's okay. They think God's in the sky, and dead people go to the sky, and heaven's in the sky, and that's all blasphemy to scripture. So I don't have to worry about people who think north and south. It's an idiocracy. You just got to be completely out of your mind. You're controlled. Government, mind control. They won't define anything. So I didn't choose who was a goat and who was a sheep, and you can't change anything because it was already written. So I won't dispute the idiocracy. 99% of the world, once again, can't define the word idiot or the word hell, because that was never even written in scripture either. All these words talk about these people. They don't have any definition. They're translators. They go after a transgender Jesus. So it is what it is. So thank you, Father, for the blessing to know that Holy Gas, you don't love everybody. Most people go to hell. And 99% of the people can't even define what hell is or don't know where heaven is at either. So it's not for me to worry about these people who are just some heathens is what they are. They're swine. I don't sup with vipers. Cast my pearls in the mud. So thank you for this blessing of this ministry so we can show people to what we're doing in here is not some kind of twisted, forward, warp speed religion. We rebuke your religion, take your religious nonsense out of here. So all of them are isms and lunacy, if you will. Christianity, Catholicism, baptism. People, you can't be baptized in water. There's nowhere in definition does it say water is a baptism. So that's how foolish people are. So they don't know what the word halakha or Haggadah. They don't have any words, none of these words. People would talk to people or say supposedly biblical scholars. Forward, how about that? That might speak oligos, a bit of Greek. Forward is Hebrew, might speak a little bit of, that's to change, twist, or there's like Godspeed, and then there's warp speed. That means to pervert, warp, twist, change, or pervert. So they don't speak any Hebrew or any Greek. So I don't know if they could ever share the light because they don't know who Father is. They go after some cracker Jesus, some baby manger, sex pistol, orgy, transgender Jesus. And you remember the promise of the rainbow. Father didn't like that, huh? Lot, get your wife. I'm bringing the fire. Remember, Lot's wife was turned to a pillar of salt, right? That's what the book says. And there was no salt involved. None. Kind of like Catholic priest. What kind of meat do they eat on Sunday? None. All right, moving on. So, yeah, whatever. This world's a joke. People can't even do simple math. 4 plus 5 is 9 and 4 plus 7 is 11. If you skip Joe Biden, you really think 81 million people voted for a guy who didn't even come out of his basement? Are you that bad at math? Yep. People are, nobody, I don't know any other blogger that's exposed the selected 47th, 11, 4 plus 7 is 11, president, 9/11. His house is decorated in 9/11. That's his motif, his get up, you know. Apollyon, the Satan, transgender Jesus, birthed in the middle of the winter in the pole, north and south, that nonsense. Space, farce. There's no such thing as space. Where does it say that we created space? See, this is what people do. They add. And he said, don't add. Don't add. Not even your opinion. So you can't even add a period. Speak some American or English for you. A little grammar. Country grammar. How about that? All right. So not, swap meet Louis. No, wait, that wasn't. That was Sir Mix-a-Lot. That was Pacific Northwest. I was thinking about the Ark or the Arch. Oh, that was the entrance to Baal Ball. Satan, transgender Jesus, cracker Jesus, the one that Trump has his house decorated with, 9/11. The seventh king. The Antichrist. That's how stupid the Americans are. The dude decorates his house with Satan, and they call themselves Christian and say they believe in God, and God is never a word that was ever in Hebrew. The letter A-E-I-O. Say they go after a barnyard, sex pistol, orgy, have sex with animals, and beast Jesus. That's their Jesus. Transgender, beast, man, and woman. That a festival of a man, a peasant, and they'd orgy marinate him and like a rack of ribs after a week of a pump and dump sucking, you know what, festival. He was ready to be eaten and barbecued. And this is Christianity, Catholicism, Lutheranism, Mormonism. I told you a bunch of isms and a bunch of insanity. Lunatics. What are you upset about? Uh-oh, we got somebody really upset in here. Why are you mourning? Well, you need to read the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 1. Don't mourn, be mad. If anything, don't celebrate birth and well, you're not supposed to mourn death. This is where they mourn death and celebrate birth. You might want to read the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 1. The whole world is exactly the opposite of what we're supposed to do in Scripture. They do. It's not for me to decide. It's for me to show you the light, judge you with righteous judgment. Yeah, I can judge you. Get the hell out of here. You're one of these people who run around telling people you can't judge. How the hell are we going to? God does not want, Father, I am. Shiloh, we are a little meek, not weak. We were supposed to speak up. He spoke up, and they threw him in prison, ripped his beard out of his face, stabbed him, put holes in his hands, feet, put a crown of thorns. They striped him. You getting your stripes? You're earning your stripes out there? He said, carry your cross daily in the book of Matthew. Deny self. That's the Greek word porneia. Somebody come in here and talk about something, I let you see their message, or pulling their own chain. There's places for that. But this word is more important than anything on this rock. It's idolatry. Porneia is the Greek. These people don't speak any lick. Poquito en español. Oligos is God don't love everybody. He only loves a fraction, and he bought that bride from the foundation of the world. You can't change that. You're not going to turn a goat into a sheep. It's not even worth your time wasting. Time's an illusion too. So you've been sold on the idea of a clock in a hand that points to a number, and that's time. You're an idiot. There's not the same amount of day and light in every day. Shut up. Go on, move on. Time for you to go do something else and play your little stupid space farce games with all these people at their television. There's no such thing as Bigfoot, no such thing as aliens. God doesn't love everybody. You can't be saved. Most people go to hell. Stop being blasphemous. You do all these traditions of men. We're not supposed to celebrate anything. We always froward is a Hebrew word. Screw that up. Although God required war and burning the flesh, and man, he didn't say eat them. Never once did Father say eat flesh. That's masse, M-A-S-S-E, the eating of human flesh. Christmas, you dumb shits. Oh, apologize. I just fell out of my mouth. Whatever, I'm trying. I'm filthy rags, but cracker Jesus and all this nonsense. The New Year's, you're banging like their orgy. The whole country, America, was banging orgy this festival. That's why Nina, Pinta, Santa Maria, that's why they came here. They want to go to the Bang Orgy Festival. Cracker Jesus, where they had sex with beasts. Get it? Barnyard Jesus, A-E-I-O-U, G-O-D, God. That's the North and South God. That's the one Trump has his house decorated with. The whole world's an idiot because the whole world follows this dumb shit. More crap fell out of my mouth. Apologize. Guano, right? Oh, no. Bat soup. One bat. Doing it like Sesame Street. Got you played like somewhere over the rainbow. You guys are falling for it like a puppet on a string. And so is he. Father created all things. He's making that. Man that is a lying is a demon. That's what a demon is. You make it anything else, I rebuke you with a word. With definition, I will rebuke you. He said, I am the Aletheia, Hogadesh, Ruach Hogadesh. Speak any Greek, any Hebrew. Don't speak anything out of that book. I give you just a tip of what he said, the last thing. Don't add. Don't shut up. Don't think you know anything in that book unless you've defined every word, every jot, or don't even speak it. You're a false teacher, prophet. So anybody who pitches peace is an antichrist, not the antichrist. That's the one Trump has his house decorated with, the antichrist. And people are so stupid, they don't even read the book. Oh, God knows what's in my heart. I know. It says your heart is continuously filled. Wait a minute. That means it would never stop. It would be eternally. And this half full, half empty. It would continuously, like eternal, fill, never stop overflowing with wickedness. God knows what's in my heart. I know. You've never even picked up the book once and read it. You got a whole playlist of 400 to 500 songs, and you know every single lyric to every one of those songs, but you couldn't match it with Scripture. I bet you couldn't even give me 2 or 3 passages in Scripture. Yeah, the word's supposed to cut like a knife. Do not think I came to bring peace, the backbone of this ministry, Matthew. All the apostles' word are Father's words. Paul, wrestle not against flesh and blood, the 13th apostle. There's not 12 months in a calendar, you lunatics. There's not 52 weeks in a year. It's not 2025. Grow up. It's not. You're in some weird time warp where you think this president who decorates his house with Satan loves this world, and he doesn't. He's about ready to turn it over to the dragon. That's why he's taking all over these nations so they can turn it over and go to Walmart. Put in turn American citizens. Executive Order 923 under Barry, his buddy. Another island boy. They're all island boys. Yes, they are. EpiPen Island boys. The dragon is the one who did the dude. You speak any Mountain Dew, doorway? Uh-oh, sniffer. Oh, you're not related to Joe, are you? Oh, maybe he's just a hound. He's an information hound. He's curious like a hound. I need more information. See, I think he's not related to Joe. Anyways, if you skip Joe, that would be 46. See, 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7 is 11. You got to be smarter than a 5th grader to not see that. President 9/11, he decorates his house with the Revelation in 9/11 sun god that's mentioned in the word abyss. It doesn't say lake of fire. It doesn't say bottomless pit. It doesn't say hell. You read some other version. I got it right here. I speak Greek. You speak any Greek? Texas, there's an accepted text and there's a rejected text. Now, I'm not talking about these rejected texts, the 22 that were taken out. I'm talking about watered down versions of the Greek. You study in Greek, do by the number, you're an idiot. I warned you, don't add to this book. He said it because it's his last word. I am Revelation. I am Apocalypse. I declare the line, I'm a magi. I know the celestial firmament. Clock. A clock is not a number with some stupid hand pointing to it. There's no such thing as time. You've been sold a bunch of bullshit. There's no such thing as death. It's a doorway. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to Revelation. Welcome to the last book. Hallelujah. Welcome to the last book. Yeah. Welcome to the age of airplanes running into two steel buildings, knocking three of them down. Donald Trump is Revelation 9 and 11. He decorates his house with that sun god. Are you that bad with math? Maybe you want to play cards. Remember 52 weeks? Pickup, smoke and fire. You ever play that game? You've been played like two jokers in a deck. Like they are wild over any other card. They trump, do they not? You've been played. There's not 52 weeks. You're a lunatic. So see what this person. Oh, what are you saying? I can't read Arabic. Somebody's speaking in Arabic. I know that. I've seen the font, but I'm not sure. I don't speak. That's not Hebrew. So anyways, Aramaic. All right, moving on. I speak many languages. Do you speak Mountain Dew? Let's go back to the question. Do you speak Mountain Dew? Someone else saying something. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave you alone? Well, get the hell out of here, sniffer. Why are you in here there? Are you afraid? Go to church. You don't dwell in houses made by hands. If you're afraid, go to church or something. Get out of here. Leave. Oh, now you're going to start typing. Yeah, you guys are swine. See you later. I don't even know what you said. You're out of here. I don't speak swine. I don't sup with vipers. So let's see. If you're alone, we'll just make sure you're not in here. All right. Let's get you out of here too. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All right. Define the word hell. Somebody define the word in hell. Let's see if anybody knows anything they're talking about in here. Does anybody know what they're talking about? Everybody just do this twisted orgy, sex Jesus, Donald Trump, who decorates his house with the sun god. Apollo mission to the moon, huh? The hell you call it a sun rover to the moon? Yeah, there you go. That's how lame this. You can't even fit that rover into the lander. Shut up. I'm a prior reconstructionist, cop, pig, veteran. I'll measure your body parts, your brain parts, triangulate those, and that's simple math. Quantum, that's 4. That's not very complex either. That's even. So how about D? You ever play a game of war, 5D, chess, war, life, if you will? That's simple too. A variable, you know anything about a rhythm, a cycle? Computers don't learn. These people think a computer learns. A computer don't learn. Shut up. There's a lot more going on than you think, huh? You've been interlaced. You know what the placebo effect is? You can manifest your own bullshit. You know that? That's what we always do. That's what man does. Define what's coming out of your face or leave. I don't sup with people who want to change the definition of every word that comes out of their face. What does the word believe mean? Give me the definition of what believe is. Give me the definition of hell. Start speaking about saying you're going to speak something out of this book. The very last things he said is don't add or don't take away from it. So if you want to start being and saying something at it, you better speak definition when you come in here, because I go at any one of these churches anywhere in the world. The Most High don't dwell in temples or made by hands. So that's not where he's at. He destroyed all that physical temple. He's inside of us now. He's not in some. So people are idiots. Your body is a temple. It's in his word. They're so. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7 is 11. 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes. Skip Joe. You want to play cards again? Sesame Street. 1 bat. Come on. Batman building and Superman building. Look at them from above. Look at their symbolism. Look at what Trump Tower, and look what they make. They make Batman and Superman. The money's all monopoly colored. They've already signaled they're going to this gold standard. Audit Fort Knox would take years. Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything about this monetary corporation. You've been played. You got to go back to the destruction in the 1700s of this corporation. Well, the formation of the corporation used to be a constitutional republic. So don't speak. There was a one nation under God. And don't blaspheme the Constitution either, because those are God protected. I don't care. God is just a title, but we'll use it for conversation's sake. I want to hear everybody defining anything. So yeah, just sit there and learn. Might want to get a pen and paper and write something down. Get a lexicon. You know what that is? That's the best thing you could do for yourself. Get yourself a dictionary so you don't be slanderous and some slang and idiom, and an idiot are 2 different things. If you can't define the word idiot, this you might want to just shut up. Use your 5th Amendment right here and remain silent. Anything you say and do. Can? That's fucking stupid. Can? Like that matters. Can? Anything you say can? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, will be used against you. Seriously, Father is inside you. You can't hide. That's why they want to get inside you and interlace you so that they can mimic the Most High. They know God's not in the sky. They like messing with people. They're wise as a serpent. they've fallen for that bull before. Baal, Satan thought that gods were in the sky. Remember Christmas? They thought to try to slow the sun by praying to Kronos, Saturn, the Saturnalia. Oh, wait, a little image of it. Maybe image. People are really big on imagery. There's your Christmas Jesus, your cracker, sex pistol, tree worship. Moloch is Satan. That's the one Esau killed. Remember, he loved Jacob, and he hated Esau before either were born or done anything on this earth, right? Jacob, he later gave the inheritance called Israel. And Israel in this book is nowhere on this rock. So I rebuked Donald Trump. He's an enemy to the world. He's going to bring this nation back under the Noahide laws and give it to the dragon. As it says in this book, they're going by this script. Sure. Basic instructions before leaving. Earth isn't below your feet and heaven is not above your head. Grow up. Yeah, Trump's a legend. He spent more money than any other president and took more money from children's futures and gave it to Pfizer, the number one drug dealer on the planet. He's already back on his mRNA jab with Musk. He decorates his house with Satan, Apollyon, myth. Or are you so fucking stupid? 4 + 5 is 1. But let's do it by the number. 4 + 5 is 9. 4 + 7 is 11. Skip Joe. Oh my God, he likes Joe. He's one of those. I live in a time, brothers and sisters, where red or blue didn't matter. Suckers die for your life when my shotgun scatters. Colors. When people didn't care about this, is a rag they gave. I watched brothers that I grew up on the streets of Los Angeles, fighting and rolling around in the concrete jungle. You're supposed to wear a tinfoil hat, not eat it. Okay, well, tinfoil hat shows what you kind of an idiot. It's aluminum foil, you bow hunt Australia. You're an idiot. So you're going to, do you get a license to hunt? Do you go ask permission to feed your family their hunt? I'm a fucking veteran, okay? I have a First Amendment. So you can use your Fifth Amendment and shut the fuck up, or your First. But if you say something fucking stupid and try to be nice in here, because that's what being nice means, to be stupid, I'll throw your ass right out of here. I don't have to sup with vipers. This man decorates his house with Satan. You came in here and said Trump's a legend. He stole money from the fucking future. You care about that? Nobody's been able to outspend him. Not his behind buddy, Barry, or Joe, who they both been to the island. They're EpiPen Islands. You want to talk about that? Okay, so see how they turn off? Everybody watch these Trump supporters. Why would you support a man who gave all that money to Pfizer? How much money did he spend? Do you know anything economically? Tell me why he contacted the Secretary of Treasury and stopped printing the penny. Tell me what that means. Tell me what the Treasury. Tell me what our money's supposed to be. Because if you can't say shit, you're just one of these idiot Trump supporters. You're going to go down as drink the Kool-Aid and slam the hopium. Somebody's actually, you want me to be a fucking bootlicker, don't you? And lick these cops. Donald Trump loves cops. He's going to take your fucking guns. Remember, you were told that. Remember, you were told that, Mr. Bow Hunter. And if you're in Australia, fucking China has been Australia, you dumb fuck. Tell me about that, or get the fuck out of here. Your name is a repulsive, because you probably asked permission to fucking feed your family. And if you're in Australia, well, that's a whole different, because they don't have, stop fucking bombing people, America. Stop fucking bombing people. Barack, I'll bomb the fuck out of you. Joe, Trump, he did too. We got private contractors. Go fuck yourself. We've been at war since inception of this war machine. I got people like this who just love this shit, can have these weapons, but are so, it's whatever. It's constitutional. First Amendment comes first, second comes second. Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech, of the press, and of religion. This dumb fuck don't even know his constitutional rights. I guarantee I could call his ass out in a second. Country minute. Bo, you think he'd come out here and hunt out here? I don't think you can even probably track shit. Trail. Blood. I don't think you know your ass, two cheeks from the same hole. Two wings to the same dragon. You support a man who decorates his house with fucking Satan. You're under a strong delusion. You got to ask for permission to feed your fucking family? I'm a veteran. What the fuck is up that? You think our founding writers of the Constitution, which was written on hemp, by the way, wanted people to fucking have to ask permission to feed their family? Go fuck yourself. Pay for grass. If it gets too long, don't pay your ticket, get swatted. Go fuck yourself. I'm not going to have this shit. You're not welcome here. You didn't leave right. Okay, well, whatever you think there. I don't have a Hollywood, you dumb fuck. I got a Valkyrie with a V6. Could you ride a fucking V6 motorcycle there, you dumb shit? I don't ride Harleys. Remember, they got woke and they got broke. Well, look at the price of a Harley now. Holy shit, it used to be like it's weight and gold. That's what happens when you go woke, you go broke. So let's show you what Mr. Gerd here says. This is what he says. We'll show this. This is what so you guys can see the nonsense of there you go. Here's another one. Just flapping his, cock around like the rooster god, the egg January. Giannis don't even know his ass from a hole in the ground. But, oh, well, I'll just spout off at my mouth. Yeah, phallic. You're a phallic worshiper. That's what you're doing. You're putting your chopper out there. Go ahead and flail your Washington Monument around. Put it on the top of a church, too. We see where your house is at. Go spew your venom somewhere else. Nobody's repeating themselves, Australia. What the fuck are you talking about? Does anybody know what this person's talking about? Who's repeating anything? Say something worthwhile or I'm going to throw your ass out of here. You didn't answer any of my questions. Bow Hunter, you asked permission to fucking hunt. You came in here talking about Trump. I'm going to ask you one more question after you answer the first one, or I'll just throw you out of here. I told the other people to sit down and shut up, use their Fifth Amendment. You're spouting off. You ever been in any formal training, education? What's the mental illness? Did I scroll by? Oh, now we've got a doctor in here. Now we got somebody who's got a MD, a medical doctor. Tell me where you did your study, homo. See, you see it in their name, and I'm not judging them by their cover. You'll know them by their fruit. So you just gave me a full psychological. Okay, so tell me where'd you do your study at? Where'd you get your medical doctorate at? Right now, put it in there. John, get the fuck out of here, you fucking in with Gates. This is it. This is the beast right here. This is the beast who supports this. Look at CDC, John Hopkins Foundation, World Health Organization, Event 201, the script, the patent vid, 19, COVID. What is 19? AI. Yeah, 19. Grow the fuck up. You don't know your ass from the hole in the ground. You don't know your ass from the hole in the ground. I think the sickest people ever to walk this earth are veterans like myself, and I'm a first responder, so I know what you know. I know more than you know. You learn what's in a fucking box, and I don't think you have an MD. We had somebody claim to come in here before. I think you're full of shit because I called them out. You can put something down, but I can actually start to uncover your bullshit. So you now think that you just gave me I'm a third responder. Okay, see, he's an idiot. So he definitely is Homo erectus. Bye-bye, Homo erectus. See, now we got some other people. Why you want me to take drugs? See? Who's been in here? Who's been in here? And I point this out. See what they do? Once they try to claim you to have a mental illness, they want you to get in with Donald Trump. So you'll get his Pfizer and take the drugs. See how that works? You've been programmed. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I will point this out. And anybody else now, if you stay in here, you'll watch. Anybody comes in here thinks so because I'm speaking with the word aletheia, truth, that somehow I need to get some side effect. The farm guy, they've been programmed to try to make me to take drugs. Lay down is what they want you to do, is lay down. See? They want to fuck you. You've been programmed. No, Rob, just hear me out if you're hearing this, because we hook. All right, I could throw him out of here in a countryman. I only have to 2 times. I'm a Muslim from Turkey. Oh, you sick, twisted. Hold on. I do right. There's good people in Turkey. Man, I didn't know they had Arabs in Turkey. You ever watching Cheech and Chong? All right, anyways, up in smoke. All right, either way. So what is your name? Your name is Best, aka Best. Now, let's see if you know anything, because just like here in America, they're idiots. And I think you could be an idiot too. And I'm not saying you are, because if you could define the word idiot, you wouldn't know that I just not insult you. So I'm not trying to insult you. If you have feelings like these crackers here, these American snowflakes, they're idiots. They don't even give a fuck. They made it so they can draft our women. There's no men in America. They're all a bunch of pussies. Yeah, they're a bunch of sissies. They allowed this fucking women. And I ain't gonna give a fuck in a foxhole. Well, no, I'm not care about no. All I'm gonna think about is her hole. Go fuck yourself. You have never done any time in a foxhole. I don't give a fuck about the shape of a man's eyes or how much melanin in his skin when he's got my 6. There's no such thing as race, you motherfucker. You better get your fucking racist ass out of here coming in with your bullshit. I defended the right of the people. I don't give a fuck. God did not create races with different cultures, customs, but you don't draft you motherfucking women. You want to see what will happen? Look what happens. You take 3 years of American W-2s sending money to fucking Ukraine, and now they're all fucking dead. Dead women! Gone! A whole generation of Ukrainians in this country don't give a fuck. No, they're gone. They send their women in the meat grinder. Take that. So you're not going to care about a fucking anything when you put a woman in a fucking foxhole with a man. All he's going to be thinking about is her hole. And that's proof. Look what happened. They're all dead. A whole Ukrainian generation gone. The average fighting in Ukraine is like 42 or 43 because they're all fucking gone. Now they're so far down on men, they have to use men with fucking joysticks. You're a fucking pussy. You can't look a man's eyes and see the life leave out of his body. You got to do it from a joystick. It's a fucking game to you. You're a fucking pussy. So let's talk about this man from over 1 million dead on both sides for a lot of people dead for bullshit. Thank you. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking their wars. They're banksters' wars. These people, they don't care about this nation over there because they're all comfortable over here and they're sending their W-2 taxes. So they got blood on their hands. Americans have blood on their hands. Anybody got a fucking job and paid a W-2 tax, a merchant law number, a social security card, you're a fucking card. It's a merchant law. This is how they extort this, but they take that money and send it to fucking Ukraine, Israel, and Iran. What the fuck is up with that? We're funding both sides, bullets and band-aids. See, George Washington went out to the front lines. Donald Trump ain't going shit nowhere. He could do it from a drone. He's a fucking pussy. He dropped 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes. He had somebody run those airplanes into those buildings. Trump did. Trump's responsible for 9/11. Are you that fucking blind? 9, 4 plus 5 is 9. Skip Joe. Hello, you don't play cards? 52 pickup. There's not 52 weeks in a year. It's not 2025. Grow the fuck up. You're not welcome here. If you think it's 2025, you ain't gonna hold a candle to me. You seriously have no idea what the fuck who you are or who the fuck where you just came into. You don't. God created all things. Don't shoot the angel. I'm an angel. You ever seen an angel? You're looking at a fucking angel. I'm a magi too. I am Apocalypse. I was arrested. Facing felony charges for standing up for my community, my country. At the time of arrest, I gave the name Revelation. I'm not a capital letter name. I'm not a merchant number. That's what they extort, your merchant number, and send it to fucking Ukraine. I don't do drugs, you fucking idiot. I have a little bit of creamer in my coffee. You're a numbskull is what you are. Get out of here. Can't even believe you're still in here. You're pushing more drugs. That's all you do as a drug pusher. You know, sugar's a drug. Get off the fucking sugar. Get out of here. You're not welcome here. I don't want your bullshit. You're the problem with this country. Although we have a First Amendment, you don't give a fuck about anybody else around you. You're just comfortable. Dead fucking generation of Ukrainians, and I bet you got a W-2. Oh, did you just collect fucking, these fucking Mexicans coming across the border as you're fucking eating food picked by them, and they send money back to their fucking country, and what have you done for your country? Not a fucking thing. Get the fuck out of here. If you're not going to produce any meat, fruit in here, leave. I don't have time. This country's fucking at war. They took the penny away from this country. Nobody gives a fuck. That is war, you dumb fuck. An angelos is the word messenger. And you can't say that I don't come with the message of the gospel. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not boasting to, whoa, if I don't, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm talking about. Angelos, not you. I'm saying angel is a messenger. You don't even have. Revelation 9 and 11. They have an angelos over them, the king. The angelos, the messenger of the abyss. Not bottomless pit, not lake of fire, not hell. Abyss. Hell is the place of no knowledge. That's all it is. And if you make it anything else, it's not a place. It is the place of no knowledge. That is the definition of hell. Heaven's not above your head and earth isn't below your feet. So if you want to sit there and believe this stupid bullshit that all these mammon believe, I ain't going to buy your bullshit. I will not buy it. I don't have to. Just like America, it's a fucking corporation. There's only one judicial fucking court in all of the United States. Everything else, there's 400 fake fucking judges in America operating under the corporation, extorting your merchant number, and Trump is the head of it. So fuck him. Yeah, he got selected by the Fortune 500 companies. Who do you think selected him? You didn't fucking vote for him. Go fuck yourself. We've already seen that last time. 81 million people fucking voted, right, for Donald Trump, and they gave you fucking Joe Biden so they can skip him to make president 9/11. See, That's how fucking stupid the whole world is right now. How come why am I the only blogger on this fucking platform? On any platform exposing everything points to 9/11. Everything points to Donald Trump. Why would he decorate his house in 9/11 and make his house the same amount of stories as Satan's tower? And decorate it with Satan. Oh, it's okay. Shh, Tracy, stop. No, fuck you. I'm a veteran. I took an oath to the Constitution, one nation under God. I took an oath. I am a soldier. I hope if I die here on the battlefield, God will bless me and reincarnate me as a soldier so I can live to fight again. I'm a soldier of God. I took an oath to my father when he rebuked me. He did it, not me. Take it up. Don't shoot the angel. Angelos is a messenger. Grow up. Revelation 9/11 says they have a king, and they're pulling their blockchain ritual. That's the chain. This is a frog out of the beast's mouth. Out of Revelation, I am Revelation. Out of the apocalypse, the rider on the White House horse, the one with the toxon, the bow, reaching up his family crest, grabbing the spear out of the box. You're an idiot. You know nothing about this man. I've known this man for thousands of years. Oh, you're nuts. Okay, well, whatever. Noah's a fucking nutcase too until the day of the flood. And Noah ain't got shit on Christ. Oh, here we go. See? Now an insinuation of drugs, guys. Anybody who insinuates drug usage, the number one drug dealer on the planet is Donald Trump. He convinced Pfizer took $2.2 trillion and gave it, and then 8.8. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Stop insinuating the biggest drug dealer on the planet and letting all this fentanyl in here is Trump. So fuck you. You're the problem. You have a First Amendment and you're using it incorrectly. So take your bullshit crackhead statement somewhere else. Go insinuate drug usage somewhere else. You're a child. You're hooked on punch drunk on the world. How about that? And it doesn't mean drinking alcohol. You're an idiot. Grow up. You could be producing fruit and you show you're just some fucking idiot who couldn't even. What do you have? Some of you a drug recognition expert? I am. I'm a prior pig and a cop and an MP. SWAT trained. Reconstructionist. Oklahoma City. Traffic reconstruction. SWAT certified. Get out of here. Fucking grow up with your stupid. You know what? It's not what goes in a man that defiles him. It's my fucking filthy mouth that defiles me. But other than that, run it through your spiritual filter. Run it through your spiritual calculator. If it don't add up to me. If you come here and insinuate drugs, what, you got some kind of expertise and recognition, and now you're going to give me some kind of fucking, no, you're going to be one of these fucking trolls that think I have something wrong, and watch, they'll come in here and say I need to take drugs. They're programmed. A virus is a program. Yes, it is. Look it up. That's what a program is, computer virus. It had like a lookalike ark of the covenant mate. So, police, remember, Noah didn't have shit on Christ. 126 years, something it took him to build the ark. Father is still preparing that house, and it's inside us. Seriously, it's not in the sky. That place he left to prepare is inside of you. You ever have a teacher, pastor, reverend, deacon, any of these people teach you that? Show you that where does it say in the word? Go to the word. Revelation 9/11, they have a king. See, there is a Christ and there's an antichrist. Yeah, the big farm guy. That's what sucks, guys, is a lot of these people have been programmed. They want you to go, oh, this guy needs some Adderall. They called it Ritalin when I was young, guys. Try to put me on all kinds of shit when I was young because my brain isn't wired like yours. So what? So something's wrong with me? Oh, I need fucking drugs now? I can't stand this world, man. That's what they push. They've been programmed like a virus. Please put in the chat. Somebody Google it. DuckDuckGo, Amazon, or not Amazon, whatever. Y'all, is a virus a living organism? Put it in the chat. Somebody define what the fuck we're talking about. Let's move forward. I got to take this sweatshirt off. You guys got me all hot and bothered. No, it's my wood stove. I'm just kidding. So I'm out here in the high desert. So thank you, Father. Yeah, you know what? I'm not giving any medical advice. I'm an organic man. I'm trying to get my life where I put honey and fucking goat's milk in my coffee instead of this corn syrup, crack, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. Let me go get the thing. I'll show you. This stuff is like, I know I shouldn't drink it, and I do it anyways. And we all do this. I eat stuff from the store that's straight poison, and I do it anyways. I've never done crack, okay? I've never done methamphetamines. I've never done any. Cops swatted my house, and on the fucking SWAT raid, it said when they the owner, and now I own the fucking run because I've been buying it from him for 10 years. The cops told him, this is not a meth house. It's not a drug raid. They made sure because they know I just caught this goddamn fucking sheriff. He got taken off the job for doing methamphetamines on the job, and I've been pointing out that this motherfucker's to the farmers. Boom! I got it right. This is fucking poison, but I just drink it anyways. I know this is not good for me. I don't do a lot of things, brothers and sisters. I don't eat pork. I don't smoke cigarettes. If I drink, it's one beer. You know, morally, I lost my bottle, but I have drinking Berkey. I started on coffee when I started dating that one girl, but it's okay. I moderate. I try to just drink one of these a day. But this is the problem. I wish I could stop drinking it. It's so good. It's like a circus in your mouth, boys. Corn syrup, and it's horrible for me, but I love it. And I eat it anyways. It's pretty much everything from the store is like this, guys. Almost everything's got corn syrup in it. All these preservatives and stuff in here. This is horrible. This is terrible. This is crack. So if I've ever done crack, this is crack to me. I don't do crack. I don't do methamphetamines. I'm already wired like that anyways. If I did something like that, it makes me sleepy. If I did, I've never had to take some prescriptions because my back and my problems, they've had me on some stuff before. I get all weird. I drink coffee and go to bed. Pass out when I drink coffee. Doesn't get me wired. It makes me pass out. So, especially if I drink a second cup at the end of the day. But this is probably the worst thing that I can think right now that I'm putting in my body on a regular basis. And I really wish I'd stop drinking this stuff. I hate it, but I love it. It's so much my baby. Oh, so anyways, other than this is the only thing I'm really hooked on. Because I could probably set everything down right now. And I could. If I just stopped drinking coffee, I wouldn't drink this. But whatever. Moderation, 1 cup. Like I said, I moderate, guys. So in that, but in Father, you're supposed to be hot or cold or I'll vomit you from my mouth. So it has a beginning and the logical and Ukraine has lost. And the fact is the Europeans are trying to so much money in void, so many deaths. Yes, thank you again, Mars. They're signaling Mars, guys. That's war. War is here. When they take the copper, they did that in 45. Remember, during the war, they're signaling all the same warning signals as World War II, brothers, sisters. They're signaling all the signals of the changing of the reserve currency. That started in 2014 when we went over there and overthrew an elected fucking government, put in some chocolate, fucking famous chocolate, Poroshenko. They've discovered that we were funding all that shit over there. China asked for special drawing rights to the SDR to be in the basket of currencies. This is not going away. All these people were pushing this shit under the rug and don't want to face things like Donald Trump's numbers are 9/11. Donald Trump is 9/11. I'm going to keep exposing that. Either he goes to fucking prison or I move out of this country. I'm not fucking going to stay in this country. This country is a fucking apostasy, man. There's no way I'm going to let this president decorate his fucking house with the sun god, Satan, and everybody just stand around and be okay with it. I took an oath to the Constitution. I took the oath to the Father to protect this country, to protect the Constitution. Those are God-given. I don't care if you believe one nation under God, what your belief is. Belief ain't even a thought in your head. Grow up. It's not. It's a verb. It's an action word. No, you can't believe in Jesus. So this is bullshit. This is bullshit. How the fuck is it so simple that his presidency is 9/11? Why do you think Joe got the presidency? They had to skip Joe to make it 9/11, or he'd been president 9/10, which still would have been geometric, have some value, but straight on the number. 45. 4 plus 5 is, that's coincidence, Tracy. Oh, it's coincidence he decorates his 66 penthouse floor in a 58-story building. Satan's tower is 58 stories. Enough, guys. Enough. This guy is Joe put the bite in. That's right. Jeff's been here for a minute. He had to, so he put the bite in so that Trump can come in as 11. He is 9/11, guys. Please, why am I the only one discussing this by the number? Let's just break this down like one bat. You guys remember, too, 4-gun salute, 5-gun salute, 4-gun salute, 5-gun salute. Remember, I told you, look at all those people at the inauguration, those people, everything I've told you. Everything you should have watched, this should be very, very easy, obvious. I don't need to convince anybody at this point. They see this, but why am I the only one blogging about this? I blogged about him before he was ever elected as President 45. Yes, I did. Abso-fucking-lutely I did. And during the 44th administration, viral, I warned you of his coming. Yes, I did. I'm not some kind of fucking prophet. Prophecy was nailed to a tree. He wasn't hung on a cross. Grow up. He fulfilled all prophecy. There's no prophet means teacher. I'm talking about predictions. There's no predictions. God created everything. So there's no predicting any kind of, you can know the cycles and they know these things too. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about this whole thing is related. So I really wish people be a little more. Trump is there to take the Second Amendment and turn it over to the dragon. That's it, brothers and sisters. The encampment of the saints. He's shown me the final in-camp Super Bowl. It's all there now. It is plain. I don't need any more. I don't need any more, guys. The encampment of the saints is going to go from the Canadian, now Chinese border. If we'll hold, it won't be there, but Russia will get over that border before this, not too much longer. Cool. Well, there's good people in Russia. I don't like Vladimir. I don't like that he said we can't, have church, outside the church. I was seriously thinking I've been invited to Russia. I'm about ready to leave the United States, whether they tell me can or not. A father's going to pay the way, split the waters like Moses, whatever happens. I don't care what happens to this flesh. I've already far succeeded anything in this own walk in this vessel. Shouldn't even be here, but good people in Russia, good people in Ukraine, good people all over. I hate borders. I don't see color. I think it's all been programmed. There's people in Russia who don't want war. There's people who don't like Putin there. I've been invited, and it was one of those places I was seriously considering. They have an excellent selection of very good food available at affordable prices. They're backing their money back when Putin backed everybody bounced and got afraid. He backed it with the gold, the ruble, and it bounced back. So Putin is not stupid, but he's KJB. He's a plant. Fuck Vladimir, Donald, Putin, Trump, Biden. He's fucking Donald Trump is Vladimir Putin. So you better get that through your head. He is. He's the same wings to the same dragon. I see Putin when I look in Trump's eyes. They do all this same thing. They had their fucking meeting down there in Russia. In Antarctica with the Russian Orthodox. When this Vatican goes, it's going to move over to I already know that. I already got but I care about the people in Russia. They don't want these fucking bombs being lobbed over by American fucking dollars. Dying fucking Russians. Not only are you killing fucking Ukrainians, you're killing Russians. You fucks Americans. Fuck you. I rebuke you. You're fucking swine. People in Russia deserve this shit. People in Russia don't want any fucking war with NATO. It's us. We are NATO. We're the ones who are funding these fucking missiles. Grow up. It's U.S. tax dollars is funding all this shit. Other people now are involved too. There's a world war. Poland, look what Poland's doing now. This is insane how long this has been going on. I told you, 2014. Went over there and overthrew a legally elected government and stole all the fucking gold. It's bullshit. Fucking hate all these politicians. I care about the people, man. So no more of this shit. We need to come together, unite. I cannot spell community without you and I. You and I need to come together and not listen to these fucking banksters. War doesn't decide who's right. It only decides who's left, and they love it. They sell bullets and Band-Aids. Mr. Swastika, World War II, Time Magazine's Man of the Year, 2 years in a row. They put him in office. Go fuck yourself. They always do this shit. Vietnam advisors, here we are again. Same bullshit, guys. You know, you got to, I don't know what it is that is in this country. Yeah, the false Gentile Messiah that can't sin. I am the chosen one. It's bullshit. Ain't no Gentile Messiah. There is no, this is all false golden age. No peace or prosperity gospel in here. I rebuke. If you want to know what the scorpizzo is, a false teacher or a false prophet, I encourage you. Nobody looked up fucking virus for me to see what that was even alive or not. Look up what the word false teacher means. A scorpizzo. I am a scorpizzo. Remember? The teacher. That's he birthed me on the 13th day. Isn't that ironic? I'm not going to even give you all my geometric date. I know why he birthed me. I already told you, here to declare the line and spread the gospel just like you. I'm not above anybody. We're all in the same. Don't boast because you know, but whoa. You ever ridden a horse? I ain't trying to get bucked off this ride. I have to endure to the end. Whoa, if you don't. We have to share the light. Stand around and be quiet about it. We see evil. They threw him in prison for pointing out the perversion of the law, the halakha, all these things that have been discussed with you. And you don't need to have this bis that I have been given. But we're supposed to share once he reveals what's written on our heart. Through seeking you shall find. Ask, alatia, Holkadash, all these things we've gone over, the tools that I've given you, the study tools. I didn't give them to you. He showed through me in my studies. We're supposed to share the light and be charitable with these things. Others, judge with righteous judgment. Share. It's not about food. It was much of scripture. Paganism's about food. So it's about being charitable, brothers and sisters, with the light, with the truth, the alatia. When he's seeking, you shall find. Ask that tree of life. That is your mother. That is what is formed here. This is the mother. This is the instruction. When it says your mother, that is your instruction. Honor thy father and thy mother in the Old Testament is not your mom. People need to grow up and stop blaspheming scripture. It's just, it's not right. And that's fine, guys. You know that. If you've been, okay, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. That's right, bro. Shaka, bro, man. All right, anyways. All right, no, hey, I've been in all the states and this disgusting corporation, lived in Hawaii and born in Ocean Pacific or Ocean Pulse. So you tell me. Can you feel the wave? All right. So, but anyways, that's something to appreciate that. See, and that makes it so if we say, well, technically it's not alive, so how can you catch something that's dead? Because it's a program. Remember Bill Gates? It corrupts the mainframe program, computer virus. Uh-oh. See, it's not even. So people fell for something so stupid. You got wet eyes and you got ears that can. Interesting. What is 9? Let's uncover this real quick too, so you guys can see what they did, because this was the mRNA and they did the same thing. Remember, it was never a whack the nation. It was all about that mRNA, and now they're out 48 hours mRNA. I got the Apple jab. There's your hint. I got the Android jab. There's your hint. What is 19? Come on. Why didn't nobody say this the whole time either? Started as novel, which means it was made in a laboratory. It wasn't even real. It wasn't organic. Theory. Protect the channel. We already got a medical strike. What is 1? Let's do some simple math, guys. We're going to do simple math. A is what? We'll do simple. This is the English or geometric calculator. We'll do the satanic cipher if you want. Just reverse it. A is 26. See, you learned gematria today. Super Bowl LX. Oh, A is 1. See, you already know gematria. So 1 is the number 1 bat. A negates. Careful. Bis is knowledge. A cancels the knowledge. No knowledge. That is what the king of the messenger of the no knowledge locked up in the abyss. That's where he. You're going to meet him there. Gnash teeth for a moment or time or a short time, season. So nobody's doing the math, huh? You guys don't have a geometric calculator with you? You don't need one. A is Okay, 1 is what? CB1. So we're going to reverse it. 1 is A and 9 is what? You guys are slower than you don't have any spiritual calculators in here? Is this all falling on deaf ears? Hello? Is there anybody? They may have smashed my chat. Hold on, they do that sometimes. Is there anybody out there? Like I said. So, all right. Yeah, they do it all by the number. It's so easy to see. I'm trying to help you, show you how they do this. Okay, A is 1, Z is 26. So the reverse side. So A is 1, but it was CV19. So it was corona, which is the common cold, the name, scientific name for the corona, common cold, and 19, which is A is 1 and 9 is what? A. It was there all along. Why do you think they called it 19? What? mRNA, apple jab. They already put it in, laced everybody that they could. Some people took 5 doses, updates, if you will, got boosted. Program, mRNA. Now they're going to do a 48-hour apple jab. So there we go. Lisa's got it. So it's AI. Corona AI. Why didn't nobody say that? Huh? It's been there. It was there all along. They are doing it now in 48 hours. That straight up came out and said that. We're going to cure your cancer. The government loves you. We can cure all your conditions. We'll go out. It'll map your, they already mapped you. They laced you. They interlaced you. Yes, they did. They've been spraying the fuck out of us for how long? Come on, guys. None of my tattoos that I have are not biblical. Why the hell did I go of anything and put a chemtrail plane on my body? Who else do you know? Why does Pastor Revelation have a chemtrail plane on his body? Look at that, blowing that smoke out in that sky like that, just all that nanoparticle. I got videos on this, guys, talking about this on America Ever After, a channel that's probably about a 12-year-old channel. I've got several channels again. Sorry, the lighting is horrible in here, but just show you. They've been lacing us for how many fucking long? And people told me I was crazy. Imagine going, nearly 10 years ago and saying, hey, I want a chemtrail plane on my body. Like, a chem what? Huh? So this is old. This is the lacing. This is the chain to the key. Scripture says, if you not bridle your tongue, don't curse yourself, brother. Oh, shut the fuck up with your idiocracy. Sit there and tell me God created all things. You can't do it. I can only blot my name out of the book. Don't come in here and speak some blasphemous nonsense. If you can't define anything, take your fucking spelling bee and curses and go fucking tell I vision and your visual and voodoo. Take your silly ass like a brutish beast, unwillingness to learn, and go try to learn somewhere else. You don't give a shit about me. Curse. I think that's I'm exposing Donald Trump is fucking 9/11. You think Father's going to be worried about yeah, I shouldn't do it. I know that. Thanks for correcting me. But I think that's the last thing that, who else is exposing that 4+5? Donald Trump dropped the 3 steel buildings with Tesla Tech at free fall speed. Building 7 was CIA headquarters. Grow the fuck up. Fuck the CIA. Why hasn't the CIA came and talked to me? Because they're a bunch of fucking pussies. I've called the Department of Justice at a federal fucking level. Tried to get them involved with the corruption going on in my state. Instead, they sent the state of Oregon to come fucking hit me in the head with a grenade. Headshot me with a fucking grenade. So I think my cursing is, you can find me not having any curses for thousands of hours. It wasn't until I got hit in the face with a fucking grenade that actually a little bit before, till they started threatening to throw my son in a cage. And I have all the evidence for the shit they said he didn't do. I've got thousands of hours, hundreds of phone calls, and they still 9 months later, like it takes to birth a child. How about that? 9:23. You better focus, brothers, sisters. You're going to sit there and be tangled up in some cursing and curses and cursive. You're going to get cast into a spell. Oh, shit. I'm going to stand up to this fucking constitutional republic is gone. It's a corporation. There's no innocent until proven guilty. They hit me in the head with a fucking concussion grenade. You don't believe it? Go see it to the playlist. It's pulled to the side. They came here and tried to kill me because I'm a veteran, because I've been standing up. I stood up during the COVID. Did you protest the government? Did you protest your governor? Did you protest your sheriff's office, tell them to protect your business? No, you didn't do shit. You wore a face diaper and stood on a fucking line. X. I thought it was 25 feet. Oh, no, it's 15. Oh, we'll just put X's on the ground at 6. Fuck you. Get out of here. It's so hard for me as a veteran. Why are you not covering your eyes? Where's the decontamination stations? Is this the worst fucking virus in the world? How come bunch of bullshit. Your ears, you have to cover your fucking ears. You know nothing about being in a nuclear or biological chemical environment. Try getting tear gas with 5 fucking tear gas canisters. And all I was asking is to get some goddamn numbers for my animals. I wasn't being violent in any way. They brought violence. Should have just shot those 2 state troopers. I wouldn't be here today. My son would probably not be tangled up in whatever the fuck he is now. Probably the feds came and got him. I figured it out. Well, I didn't figure it all out. I'm a reconstructionist and I'm an investigator. Was certified at the age of 19 fucking years old as an investigator. I can do these things. It's part of what I do. I've been doing this since I was a goddamn teenager. So these people are fucking stupid, and I'm not going to stop ever. Like it says in their evidence, I will fight to the death to keep my son from going to prison. But I never said with guns. I just said I should have stopped those 2 state troopers, but I didn't. I could have shot John Mogul 18 fucking times. That man was told to exit. This property is clearly marked. And yes, he did come to serve a subpoena, which gives him right to but an open gate. But the minute I told him, he looked like a fucking cop, shaved head in a white car. Asked him, do you have a warrant? No. Exit my property. He kept coming. I could have killed him. I have the right to be secure in my houses, papers, persons, and effects under the original Title 18 statutes adjudicated through the House, Congress, and Senate. I had the right to fucking kill that man and those 2 state troopers, and I didn't. Instead, I pleaded them, putting my hand and not a fucking gun, killing those 2 cops in that fucking car. State troopers driving on my legal property, not in the ingress, onto my property. They later fucking brought men with guns. You don't think so? Look at the SWAT warrant. All they had to do was make one phone call to show these fucking 180 hours that have been documented for hundreds of fucking hours before they were swatted my house. So fuck you with your stupid coming in here. Give a fuck like you give a fuck about me and my cursing like God is going to whatever. I'm not afraid to go to hell. Sound like a vacation for me. Strip me of this bis that I've been seeking so much. Past righteous judgment. What they did was excessive force bullshit. 45 seconds. All I ever asked is, Elijah, are you okay? And that is use of force to get head shotted with a fucking grenade that's meant to be thrown like a smoke grenade into a room and fill the whole room with smoke. The whole room is supposed to get filled with concuss, bang, and flash, not somebody in the fucking face. So I'm not happy. So what? I curse. I've been concussed. I've been trying to keep my cool, but I am fine. I have no vengeance against anybody. But it's hard for me when I have all these things to hold the cursing back. So go fuck yourself. Pluck the U-bow. You might even flip the bird. You might even know what you're talking about. Historically, you might want to look what that was a war thing too. They cut off their middle finger so they couldn't pluck. It was a U-bow. Fuck off. I don't care. Jimmy Crackhorn. I'm not here to be nice. Okay? That means to be stupid. And I'm not going to sit here and be stupid and fucking sit here and allow this state of Oregon to come in and swat my fucking house, kidnap my fucking daughter, and shut up about it. I never have from the beginning. When they tried to railroad my son, he got involved with some rapist. He didn't even know he was a rapist. He didn't know anything about him. This guy bought him cigarettes. His wife didn't want him smoking. He went around the house. That's how he met this guy. He was on probation. That's how he met this guy. Then I didn't even want him hanging around this motherfucker. When I found out who he was, I wouldn't contact parole and then give a fuck. They let him still hang around him, and then he got fucking in trouble with them. The rapist. My son goes to fucking jail. The rapist doesn't. Nearly a whole fucking year, my son sits in county. No ramen, no beans, no hot food, chips, and fucking candy bars for a whole fucking year. Nearly. And the rapist runs around. This county's stupid. The state's stupid. This fucking federal government has got to be the stupidest fucking government. When I seek asylum, because I can, and I now have other people are fucking involved in seeing this absolute fucking targeting by my son. I think now my supposed friend who fucking won't talk to, tell me where Elijah's at and knows fucking something, had something to do with the feds. And now I know that's where my son is probably at, because his car is at this motherfucker's house and he's done nothing but lie to me. It's kind of ironic that I started talking about this shit and then I brought him up and said, yep, I know he's in with the feds, this motherfucker done her, and then he calls me. He's probably watching right now. Go fuck yourself. Give my goddamn passport back and fucking fuck yourself. You took my goddamn dog for months, man. This motherfucker was nice enough to take my dog, but I said I would come get him. One like I was asking him to bring him to me. Oh, no, I couldn't get my animal back for fucking months, man. And he came back in a horrible fucking condition. So I don't have no fucking love lost for this prick. Sit there and tell me he don't know nothing about my son. Oh, he quit calling me. I don't know anything. And then you sold him a car and you bought my daughter's car? And you failed to tell me anything. I didn't hear from none of them until I actually showed up doing my own investigation, because nobody will care about my son. He is not guilty. I have the right to protect him under affirmative defense. That is self-defense by legal definition. Excused defense excuses my civil and criminal liability and title, under the Title 18 criminal statutes. Not revised. Those aren't constitutional, but we'll go ahead and play your stupid game. But yeah. And so I have the right to protect myself from illegal prosecution and my son. Even habeas corpus gives me the right to protect him. So I haven't broken any laws. I don't have a fucking record. This motherfucker came and shot at me, hit me in the head, shot at me, these fucking cops, without even looking. My son did all this shit when he got in trouble with this rapist. He sat in jail for a year. He finally got out after, well, guys, they were just going to throw my son in jail. There's evidence of this. That's why these feds are pussies. Fuck the feds. Why have they come talk to me? I've been trying to get them to come out and investigate this sheriff's office out here because I knew Tom was dealing meth and selling it to the farmers. And I don't like this in this little town. We got a little bit here. It's everywhere. That's why when they did the warrant, it's not a meth, it's not a drug lab, because they know I don't like that shit. I point them out. I've been coming out here since I came out here, pointing out the rich people are in with the cops and they're fucking selling. The cops are, moving it through the airport. Now Sergeant Rourke, the one I audited, is retired out of nowhere, on the job doing meth. Got caught. So all this shit I say, why aren't there no feds out here yet? Why ain't no feds talk to me? Because you're fucking pussies and they watch this too. God's protecting me. God won't let them come talk to me, guys. I don't have any other explanation. The goddamn Department of Justice was on the fucking phone the last time I was in court. I didn't get to record it. They got all pissed. Now they have to show up there. So, but whatever. Fuck you. They record everything. They put a lot of FOIA requests. So the Department of Justice, I even said, oh, good, the Department of Justice is here. Maybe something will fucking get done. I've called the DOJ at a federal level. I called the DOJ at a state level. I called Tina Kotek's office. I've called all these people. Well, they won't give you help if you're trying to expose that they're the bad guy, Tracy. No shit. So I need to leave this country, and I am going to need protection, and I seek asylum. They could come here and try to kill me at any time. I don't give about no stupid fucking men in black. You will see I'll record their punk asses, and I'll call them out. There ain't no fucking nothing. I ain't afraid of your stupid alphabet soup agencies. You don't hold any more authority than a stupid clown cop fucking flashlight pig. They don't hold any more. Federal is fucking not there to make laws. Any law that's put in place that's not adjudicated through the House, Congress, and Senate, and all these places were added. These aren't actual agencies that are constitutional. So the Department of Justice is not constitutional. No, they're not. All these agencies formed outside of the Constitution are a bunch of fucking idiots. And they're serving a beast. You're a pig is what you are. And he said, don't sup with fucking swine. Cast your pearls in the mud with vipers. So fuck you. What a bunch of pussies. We have such a fucked up government, you know. Oh, I'm here to call you about your car's extended fucking warranty. They can't keep these motherfuckers off your back, but they're going to be all out there spending all your fucking money and living the lap life going, oh, I'm the CIA. Oh, I'm doing this country good. No, you're not. Why aren't you exposing the fuck that we have 1,000 fucking military bases in 180 countries? We got dying motherfuckers in the streets. You give a fuck about these? No, you don't. You collect about your fucking paycheck. You're a status is what you are. You work for the corporation. So fuck these pigs. And any pig is a person who works in the government. People in government. It's not just these stupid fucking clown cops. But I don't know what it's going to take to get the attention of the feds. And I know they already know. And I think that's where my son has disappeared. Now, makes so much sense. This motherfucker, the guy who stole my fucking silver, or it was my daughter, is somebody I know again, took all my retirement from me, bailed my son out of jail with gold that I worked my ass off for. I'm an honest, I have everything I work by calluses. I build, I repurpose. I don't get Social Security, disability, veterans benefits. I don't get nothing. 6 years ago, my brother stole over 25 pounds of silver from me. More than 5 pounds was my son's, and he took it from his own fucking nephew. Piece of shit. Jeremy Werner, you fucking scumbag. And I never know vengeance. I mean, mention his name in how many fucking years, but what a piece of shit. Take from his own fucking nephew. Everything I ever had, you know, as a father was either for the other people that I was trying to build this community. These people came and took everything from me because they thought the Clintons were going to come shoot them because I was exposing Hillary and her fucking foundation and selling yellow, to Vail Uranium One in Vail fucking Oregon where I was living. I've been in this game a long motherfucking time. My family like, you're going to get us all killed, god damn it. So they came here and took everything that I fucking had. They thought I was going to get locked in prison. Stole all my fucking silver. Yeah, whatever, they're a tuna fish. Kiss my ass. You don't know shit about this situation. You don't know any fucking thing. Bootstraps. How about you fucking, are you a military veteran? Tell me about this, you're a jungle boy. You know anything about boots? You ever fucking had any calluses on your feet to serve this country? Fuck off, tuna. You have a First Amendment right. That's all you got. And it's God-given, constitutional by Congress. Can't be taken from you. So fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You don't know my shit about my situation. So you can come in here and pull your fucking head out of your ass. How about that? So seriously, where the fuck is my son, feds? I'm challenging the feds. This motherfucker tells me to pull up my bootstraps, huh? Come on, feds, bring this shit. Bring charges against me, you fucking pricks. All I got to do is look at the fucking case and realize that Sam Birch said that when the state of Oregon turned me over to the county, Sam Birch said he read me my fucking rights and I remained silent. Do you even think, if you've been following this channel for a country minute, that's even possible? I ripped that fucking piece of shit's ass for fucking an hour and a half straight. Remain silent. There is no fucking Mirandizing of capital letter Tracy Werner. The case gets thrown out right there. Yep, you don't serve the warrant. How about hitting me in the face with a concussion grenade? Pull your bootstraps up. I don't think tuna fish, belly, whatever the fuck it is, ahi, whatever. Slice them thin, boys. Fish right out of the ocean. Isn't that nice? Salmon's pretty good too. All right, listen, anyways, I don't think tuna could take a grenade to the face and still be standing and compilate sentences and not go to an emergency room instead get thrown in a fucking jail cell. So thanks for your conversation, tuna, but I have moderators, don't want these other people. Thank you for getting this belly. I don't know. Thinking with his belly, I guess, not with his head. Tuna belly. I remember. Anyways, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking. Sushi. All right. My mind is not like most people's brothers, sisters. So that's why I told you you'll have to excuse the cursing. I've tried to hold it back, but you never heard a song called Fuck the Fireman, have you? So why didn't the state of Oregon look into my son's fucking thing? Feds, why didn't you look? Why haven't you come out here and investigated? Why did Tony Karsten, a rapist, be able to run around Lake County? Am I making this shit up, feds? Am I making this shit up, feds? Why did Tony Karsten get to run around? Oh, he got paid to be here in parole, huh? He was a releasee after being served a fucking 13 years in a Texas penitentiary. Am I making that up? Oh, no, there will be a phone call saying that I'll fucking take this man's life. John, I can't do this if they're just going to throw him in prison. How? There's no evidence. Just do whatever the fuck they want, Tracy. I told you. Well, all right. I already know they get paid for them. I've tried to tell them I'm going to get the media involved. I've held off. Fuck it. Call the fucking sheriff's office right now. Tell him I'm on my way to fucking take this man's life. I will not be armed, John. But I can't let this fucking rapist who just run around in this county and my son go to fucking prison and this man not serve any time. And he's a menace to this fucking community. He's buying these minor cigarettes. He got them all in trouble. He's moving around within the community, and then he's lying about his fucking charges, telling people this was his girlfriend. It was a Hispanic woman. He had no ever prior. She was a married woman and raped her high on methamphetamines, and he's lying. He could move easily within the community. Lily Frank, this probation parole officer, is not. She should go to prison. Lily Frank, enjoy your fucking time in prison. One day this is going to come out, brothers and sisters. One day this is going to get out, or they're going to kill me. My son's already gone. They already shot my son. My daughter was kidnapped. I don't know where she's at. Nobody gives a fuck about this case. I'm the only one keeping this case alive. Because if I didn't say shit, it'd just go blow away like dust in the fucking wind. So Marshall would have got away with his bullshit. Fuck Marshall. Fuck this motherfucker, dude. I am so beside myself that this man sat there and told me that my son would not take his call. And my son and daughter both bought a car and sold a fucking car to him. Why the fuck would they sell a car to him so fucking far away? She could have sold that car to anybody. This motherfucker is a lying piece of shit. Tell me he's going to get my son fucking out of jail the first day and then drag me the fuck along. Come pick up my dog and then not give my fucking dog back for fucking months, guys. Months. I need my dog after I got out of jail. I had a concussion, guys. Lady in red will show you my face started leaking fucking blood on the live stream right on my fucking tear duct. I had blood in my tummy. I wasn't talking about this shit. All this respiratory issues, all this shit going on with my eye and all this shit. I didn't, why? For trying to stand up for my son, he did these fucking hours. 5 people did his community service with him. He got busted by a guy that fucking... I said, this guy is hanging around my son. He's buying my son cigarettes, and his wife doesn't want him smoking. Get this man away from my kid. I know he's 19, but he's a fucking kid. He's already gotten in trouble. That had a lot to do with me being politically active. He was targeted because of me. So I'm going to make sure there's no bullshit going on. Get this fucking man away from my... He ended a 17-year-old. A minor fucking child got charges. 19, 17. They're like fucking teenagers. This guy's a 41-year-old rapist. I have all the evidence, hundreds of fucking hours. 5 years ago, my son, right at the time of COVID, got involved with this fucking prick because this guy was buying him cigarettes unbeknown. He didn't know he's a fucking rapist. He wasn't telling anybody that he was, and he was telling if somebody found out he was lying. And then he was moving within the community. So I went to this fucking parole office and get him away. And so they're 100% fucking liable. My son shouldn't have never gone to fucking jail. And if he did, I said, if you did it, if you do the time, you do the crime. And he did. He sat in a fucking jail cell for a whole fucking year. And the rapists ran around and they were just going to literally throw my son with a fucking attorney into prison. They didn't give a fuck. I gave them evidence. Like even before I was able to hire John Kliegel, the guy that I called up and said, all right, John, I'm going to go fucking kill him then. I don't want to. What am I to do, John? They fucking going to throw my son in prison? Fuck it. I know what it is. It's money. Checkmate. You tell them check fucking mate. I kill him. They lose their funding either way. I don't care. It's about money. I see through your fucking stupid bullshit. You tell them I don't want to do this. It's the last thing I want to do. He said, Tracy, please listen to me. I know you've always kept your word. You've always kept your word with me. Please, I will call the county. We'll get something negotiated. Please don't go over there. I said, well, John, you got 15 fucking minutes. I will be unarmed and I will take his fucking life. If they're going to just throw my son in prison, this fucker runs around for a whole year, and these all guys get fucking charges, and he never has been convicted to this day, brother, sister. So what's up with that, feds? What's up with that, feds? Because I called you about this fucking county. So it was all about money, brothers, sisters, and that's what I figured out. They had a contract, and then I discovered something else, that there's more rapists, murders, and pedophiles released into Lake County, Oregon. And now this is happening across, not in every state, where they fund their parole and probation departments with releasees like Tony Karsten, who did a 13-year of a 25-year sentence in Texas, raped a Hispanic married woman high on methamphetamines and robbed her at fucking gunpoint, and then got released after 13 years into the burden is on now Oregon. And my son gets caught up because he's smoking fucking cigarettes because he's on probation. He's a little stressed out, and he gets tied in with this guy, and this guy suckers him in. He did. He's a fucking mastermind. Oh, go collect rocks, and rocks turn into fucking arrowheads. They're not even from this valley, not obsidian shit you can buy from China. They're coming back with fucking caches of fucking arrowheads. And oh, now go into this empty building. I got this motherfucker on Discovery saying he's there with these fucking kids, and he's watching one of them go through the roof. So it's disgusting. Fucking filthy. So they released this guy into this county, and then he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. I brought up to Lily, get them the fuck away. And I said, you know what? This motherfucker, I think he's doing meth. And my son, I don't want him around him doing that shit. So she started piss testing my fucking son. Well, guess what? No meth. My son didn't get fucking popped for no fucking... Yeah, he didn't even get charges for drug charges. They broke into some empty fucking buildings, vacant buildings. They get left alone out here. People can't make it... It's a high desert. It's not what these people think. Hot days and cool nights. So we freeze in the summer. One hard freeze. You know, this ain't some place to come live that's easy to live. So people come and go. Things get left. This is how this guy got him into these fucking buildings. Go collect rocks. Rocks turn into arrowheads. Arrowheads. Oh, this is building. Oh, this is just going to go back to the desert. Gets him involved, and then he runs the ring. If my son would have just taken charges, like I believed, I found out later, that's why they all got charges. He didn't. This shit would have got swept under the rug. Tony Carson would have went out and found a bunch more people, kids, fucking minors, 17, and wrestled him into the system because Kevin saw what they do down there in the courthouse. What a fucking, I got that cop lying. He admitted he was going the wrong fucking way when we were parked, and he said he radared Kevin going west. We were parked. Fucking liar. I had to leave out of the courtroom. I got to go, because I knew. I'd already seen what happened to Rick. Rick had a stroke. Rick had a fucking stroke because of what they fucking did to him. He, for 3 months, prepared his case. The judge didn't give a fuck. Just shut him down. They just do whatever they want. So that's what this would have done. 98.5% of cases in America take a plea agreement, a plea bargain for the bar. Feed that extortion number, merchant number. You call it a social security card, but it's a merchant number. It's a bond. It's sold on the stock exchange as your W-2. So I'm not playing, brothers, sisters. Like I said, I'm fucking tired of this shit. I want to know where my son's at. I'm calling out the federal government right now. They're rogue. I either want free passage to Ecuador, or I'm going to fucking make a massive scene until I leave this country, exposing Trump and everything. They can do whatever the fuck they want to me. I've already peaked in this life. I shouldn't even be standing here. You should not be able to take a grenade to the face and still have a goddamn conversation. So apologize for the cursing. I didn't curse before any of this. You can go see me streaming Pastor Revelation for thousands of hours, no curse words. Thousands of hours. Only after was I grenaded in the face did I start this tyrant rant. I didn't. Go watch. It's there. I'm frustrated. I want to know where my fucking son. He was going to come live with me. Finally, after all these years, we're going to get this shit taken care of. He's going to move out to this fucking valley that didn't even like. We went and even got rocks, guys. He finally broke down after going to live with crazy old dad. We were going to build him a house. I got property. We looked at it, and then the fucking cops come here and fucking take everything from me. And now he's the only man I talk to on a regular basis. We would talk for hours in church, and I don't have it. It's all gone. I have this ministry now, and I'm blessed for that. So I have to do that for the ministry. I have to come in here and I try not to involve this, but I have to be able to use this, guys. Come on. Somebody get hold of somebody. Elijah Warner is missing. I went there and called the fucking court out and said, did you kill my son? If you want to listen to the 16-minute and 43-second live stream, you hear my son, hands in the fucking air. I'm like, guys, he's coming out peacefully, guys. Nobody's and I have the right to ask him why they're there. If you watch the warrant, I'm not, and I told him I'd come out. They kept calling me. I'm coming out. I'm not, there's no resistance. He had his, what now? And they still shot him. They still shot my son. What the fuck? And then didn't you have a warrant for my daughter? They kidnapped, the state of Oregon kidnapped my daughter. And now they're both missing. He went missing playing a game, an online game. So I asked the courts, did you fucking kill him? They don't care. Nobody's called me. Not the district attorney. Nobody. No cops. Never one call. Never one call. Never one call from anybody. Okay, we surrender. We see he did that. We did. They accused my son of not doing these 180 hours. My son was accused with Tony Karsten, this fucking rapist, a 40-year-old man, accused and fucking convicted of rape. Okay? All these kids, fucking, their ages are all 19, 20, 17. They're all kids. These guys get busted for theft, as I told you, because I already told them this guy's buying these fucking kids cigarettes. Look, 21, you're supposed to be able to smoke in fucking Oregon. He's buying them. I go there. So he ends up getting in trouble. They give him 180 hours of probation, right? And $47,000 of restitution between the 5 guys that got busted. Elijah is the only one to go to jail. Tyler, no jail time. Joey, no jail time. There was another Elijah there too. There's 2 Elijahs. My son is the only one to go to jail. Tony Karsten has never been convicted. A fucking rapist. I want answers, feds. No jail time. No fucking jail time. So my son sits in county fucking jail for 10 and a half fucking months. 10 and a half months, okay? He gets the fuck out of jail. He comes here, and in 5 months, he wants to leave. He wants to get out of here, and he don't want to be here. I'm from Lane County. His mom's in Lane County. His uncles, his aunts, his brothers. That's where he's from. So he says, Dad, I want out of here. I said, oh, stay with me, son. It's too many cars. He said, Dad, I want to go. So we contact Ryan Solberg. We contact, at Ryan Solberg, not at that time. Ryan Solberg. He contacts Lily, lets them, what they do is they start working Elijah for excessive hours. They give him 180 hours. Even if Elijah just worked 1 day a week on an 8-hour day where they get in the van and they go out to the dunes and to the fire station and the fairgrounds. And look, he did all of this probation community service with Morgan. There's Facebook interactions with Morgan. Tom, not Rourke, the fucking meth head cop, and Dawn. And 2 females who are witness to Elijah doing all these hours. Chad, I went to the fucking got thrown in jail, and they had the fire chief. Chad was witness to Elijah. They were making fun of Elijah because he wore pants and he got paint on him, and they painted the fire station. It took like 3 days. He told me they were going multiple times to the dunes. He called me and said, Dad, we're at the same spot again. We're just raking the same spot at the fairgrounds. I said, Elijah, shut up. Lily Frank is just pissed off at me because she wants you the fuck out of here. She thinks if she works you fast enough, she'll get you the fuck out of here. So even if Elijah gets on the fucking van, the black van, okay, and gets in the fucking van at 8 hours a day for 5 months, that's 160 hours. He had 180. Well, he's short 20, Tracy. I know, multiple times. He went multiple days, worked 2 and 3 days in a row. So he did more, I believe, more. And phones from Morgan, Tom, and Dawn could be pinged. And the 2 females. So fuck what they say. Let's see where their phones went. The Trump shooter sat in the bushes for fucking 12 hours or whatever, and then his phone went 45 fucking miles from the... Where are these witnesses? Call these witnesses. My son has the right under the 6th Amendment to call witness in his favor. Well, I don't want to. It's still up here, guys. I just can't erase this. So Elijah leaves the county. That's the terms of his release. He shows up at month 6 into Lake County. He shows up in month 6. Nothing on his action plan says he needs to start doing these fucking, or they apologize for the cursing, these 133 hours.
Because they're going to say way at the end of Elijah's probation that he didn't do these hours back here when that was the terms of his release to leave from Lake to Lane County. That was the terms of his release. He left in 5 months after sitting in jail for almost a year. Rapist doesn't go to jail. Dad says, fuck it, I'll kill him. So they go ahead and make a deal. He felonies. They release him. In 5 months, he gets in the van. They go out to all these people with all these fucking witnesses. So after 5 months, Elijah leaves Lane County. Nowhere on his probation officer is Ryan Solberg. Okay, I know Ryan Solberg because I got in trouble once time too. I got my charges expunged because of a bunch of bullshit. It was targeting once again, but that's okay. So Ryan Solberg becomes his probation officer. Now, if Elijah had 133 hours because they didn't tell him that he didn't do these until this time, this would have shown on his action plan, because they fill these out. This is a written plan to assess your risk to reoffend. Maybe you got in a bar fight with somebody. Maybe you're an alcoholic and you just went there randomly with your friend. You don't need fucking Alcoholics Anonymous. Maybe you need some anger management. You beat the, that's what this determines. Now, if Elijah had hours to do, it would have showed up month 6. Elijah pays no community service or no restitution because it's 5 guys. He doesn't know what to pay. So there's no payment. There's no mention of any kind of, 10.5 months in jail. He gets out 5 months. If you just got in the van 1 day a week times 5 months, he did extra time. So he met his terms of release. He gets into, now if he wouldn't have done that, it would have said he needed to do these 133 hours. That meant he only did 47 hours, guys. How's that possible? That's what they're saying, is Elijah did only 47 hours. With all these people will say, no, we there's all these witnesses that went with him. Just 1 day a week. It's not like he worked every day, 5 days a week. 1 day a month in an 8-hour day is this many hours. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? He met his terms. Isn't that ironic? Like I said, that 47K, they said he only did 47 hours. All these numbers are insane, but they are part of the numbers. I've done the numbers before. So that's impossible. They would have not let Elijah leave the county, and it would have said it on his action plan at month 6. Anybody ever been on probation? Yes, it would have. It would have said, Elijah, you need to start and sign up and get $100 and pay that to community service and start your community service with Sheriff Black, right? And Officer Dumar, all these other sheriffs, right? He did these over here. I don't know if they're written down over here. Do I have them on over here? See, how do I know all these names? I know this shit like the back of my hand. So no mention of hours needed to be done. No mention of hours need to be done. No matches hours. No mention on this action plan. Ryan Solberg, no payment of he doesn't know because it's got to be covered by homeowners. He gets all the way up to, now in month 17, I call Elijah. See, I call Elijah. Now he's already done these hours that they say he didn't do. So I call him at month 18, no, 17, and say, hey, Elijah, you did all your hours. Call Ryan Solberg and see if he'll let you off probation early. You'll have to petition the courts. Why does this phone call exist? I call Elijah. If they just summons this one phone call, they realize how bad they fucked up, guys. At month 17, I call Elijah and tell him to call Ryan Solberg, and then I call John Caligo. Why does that phone call exist? I call John Caligo and try to discuss this $47,000 and said, look, John, it looks like he's getting fucked again. Remember, he's the only one to go to jail. It looks like they're trying to make him pay all the $47,000. How the fuck is that possible? There's 5 of them involved. I need to do the math. I want to get him off probation. He's done everything he's supposed to do. Back here, he got out. You know that because we called. Actually, I called Lake County Probation. I called Lake County Probation Office. I personally called them and spoke with the secretary there and said, hey, no, I've called John Caligo and he's coming over there. I want to make sure we get this documented. That's what the attorney said to do. She put me on hold because she said, no, he doesn't have any more hours. He's completed all his hours. I said, look, he said we need to document it. Why does the phone call exist to me calling Lake County at 5 months? I called Lake County right around that time and trying to facilitate. I called John Caligo as well. I called John and he said, document it, Tracy, you know. Okay, thank you, John. So I called Lake County Probation. Why does that phone call exist? And why did the state of Oregon swap my house and hit me in the fucking face with a grenade without looking into this phone call? So it doesn't matter. Even if they did, it doesn't matter. Even if Elijah did all this shit, he did. He's the only one to do fucking time. It doesn't matter I'm saying, I appreciate the devil's advocate there, but it doesn't matter who did it. If Tony was the leader, if Elijah's the leader, if Tyler's the leader, if any of them, he's the only one to do time. None of these guys went to fucking jail. My son's the only one, almost a year. He gets out and does everything he's supposed to do. Okay. Let's just say he did all of it. Okay. I'm not saying he did. I gave him evidence. I'm like, hey, they're smoking cigarettes and passing it around like a hippie with a joint. If my son was at this fucking crime, you'll get his DNA on that cigarette butt. But people are like, Tracy, stop giving him evidence. I'm like, if he fucking did the crime, I want him to do the time. He's in jail. Fuck it. Let him do the time. He said he wasn't there. So they found a cigarette butt. It did not contain Elijah's DNA. So I don't care if he did. Let's say they did. But they didn't. They never even found an eyewitness. They saw his car, but they never actually saw somebody who saw him. So that there's no real evidence ever been pulled on Elijah. And then we're going to go ahead and just throw him in prison. Anyways, that's why I said, fuck it. I'll kill him. I'll just kill Tony because it's all about money. And I don't want to say that, but that's evidence. And that'll be feds. You want to come fucking lock me up? Because that's what I told the attorney. I said, now there you go. They want to come get me. That's communicating a death threat. So they can come get me or they can go get him. Well, if I get there before they get there, he's not going to be alive. I will not be armed, but I will take his life because I will not allow this fucking rapist to run around this community anymore. Nearly a fucking year, he run around lying about his charges and getting away with it parole as my son sits in fucking jail and you're just going to railroad? I don't think so. I have to do this for society. He is a menace to society, and the society anywhere he can move within this state. Lily Frank, this lady should serve a lot of time in prison. Lily Frank, because she knew that's who Lily Frank, Tony Karsten was on her parole. So my son goes to fucking jail. Okay. Irregardless if he did all of it. Let's just say he did. Okay. Let's say he's the ringleader. He gets out. This is what he gets. It doesn't matter. You can't change this. 47,000 and 180 hours. So Elijah leaves, and at month 17, right, there's no mention of he only did 47 back here. They let him leave. That's the terms of his release. Guys, they're not going to not make him do all these hours. There's no way this county would not work him. They couldn't make him pay this money. Obviously. He don't have that kind of money, but they surely could get all these fucking hours out of him. And they would do that. And that's what they did. You want out of this county? Do your fucking community service, your work crew, your road crew, and we'll let you go. 5 months, he gets the fuck out of here. He leaves. At month 17, I call him and I say, call Ryan Solberg. You can petition the courts to get off early because you've done everything you need to do. The only thing we need to do is figure out the restitution. I call John Caligo. He calls Ryan Solberg. Ryan Solberg says, yeah, you can get off probation. You just have to pay your restitution. So I call John. Once again, I can't figure it out. I tell Elijah, I say, Elijah, look, dude, I just bought a 5-acre parcel. Why does my phone call exist to Elijah? I bought a 5-acre parcel. I don't have that kind of money right now, Elijah. I have money tied up in assets, and I just bought some land. You work like dad. You fix things up. Some of those little ECU things on those cars are worth $1,000, dude. Put some money on the table, bud. What do you got if we can get this paid off? Dad, I'm kind of broke right now. I don't have all those car parts. I sold some, but it's so expensive to live where I'm at in this house with, and he's just trying to get by. So he didn't have any money. But why did Ryan Solberg say he could get off probation right there? Because he did the hours. And from that point on, Elijah started paying restitution. Proof that this issue with Ryan Solberg did exist because he didn't pay restitution in these months. No restitution was paid. Ryan started requiring him to pay. See, there's proof that this incident occurred too, because that's when Elijah started paying restitution. every month. He was paying his other thing, but he started paying restitution. So Elijah got all the way up to month 33, and I'm fucking with the people out here too, by the way. And they contacted him, and they said, well, if you want to get off probation, you didn't do these 133 hours back here in Lake County. You have 133 hours to do. And he called me up, and I'm not going to go into all this, guys, because I'm telling you, he did these hours, and then he did them all over again. He did these fucking hours. So every hour that Elijah worked, we'll be billing out with the Treasument calculator at 1,083 a minute times 3. That's 3,049, I think, is what it comes out to a minute. Per minute, we will be billing out for Elijah. Every minute that Elijah has been worked and been in confinement, as I eventually, hopefully, and the feds will come pick it up, or I'm leaving the country, guys. I can't be here anymore. They're going to come kill me, and I need to find my son. I can't get anybody, the feds, to look at this. And I've been telling the feds about this fucking county out here. Like I said, Sergeant Rorick ended up getting fucking busted on the fucking job doing meth. So I wasn't wrong about this shit. I called this lady. She threw my son in jail at fucking 42 months, guys. 33 months. They tell me he didn't do it. He starts doing this shit for first. Oh, they said, well, if you did it, just call back to Lake County. And they wouldn't do anything from him. So, does he have to for half hours? Rob, are you not just fucking listening to me, man? Morgan, Tom, Don, all this is proof, man. I mean, come on. They're not going to give him shit in writing. But he did this as the terms of his release. Here's all your fucking proof. That's a stupid question. That's all right. It's not you or stupid. Come on, Rob. Focus here. So, I'm just, these are all documented because all these other fucking people, this guy drew him this Don guy drew him stuff. You know what I'm saying? He has Facebook shit. These people, he had interactions. All their phones went to the fucking same locations. So there's no doubt he did this work. That proves it right here. If he didn't do these 133 hours, if you've ever been on probation, it would mention it in an action plan. Elijah needs to pay $100. Go to fucking the community center or whatever, go to Sheriff Black and start doing his community service. And he would have to pay $100. He didn't have to start paying the $100 until month 33. Actually, no, he didn't. At that point, he didn't have to. So what he did is he went along here and they said, all right, well, if you did those hours, you got to call back and prove it. And they wouldn't give it to him. They wouldn't give him. They just hang up on you. They don't do shit. I called this lady and said, fuck off. What the hell are you talking about? I was involved and gave her the whole case and said, you're fucking out of your mind. Now, I called your probation office and they won't do shit. All they do is hang up. They're like fucking feelings police. Crusher Brunsman, you're the head of fucking probation. You're supposed to be helping this man get off probation. And that's what this action plan is about. Assess the risk to reoffend, like I already said. Why doesn't it say? Why is there a fucking thing here? She didn't want to fucking listen to me. So Elijah went to month 42. He got all the way here. And at month 42, they threw him in jail. See, what they did is Elijah, they said, you didn't do these. He got to month 36 and they extended it. He didn't get a violation. They said, okay, well, you now have one more 12 more months to complete these 133 hours. We're going to extend your probation from 36 months without a violation. He didn't get a violation. They just said he didn't do it. So they said, okay, well, you didn't get it done in this time, in this period, the 133 hours, because he's trying to document calling me, and I'm doing all these calls too, and I'm not getting anywhere, and I'm calling all these people. I've called them, they're not getting anywhere. So what I end up doing, like I said, is I'm documenting all this as well. Elijah gets all the way to month 42, and Crusher Brunsman throws him in fucking jail and violates him. Now, remember, Elijah was given a whole 12 months. That means he has a full 4 quarters, 12 months to complete all this remaining. And he starts to go to work. He doesn't want to do it, but he does it anyways. I called my attorney and said, what the fuck? He said, Tracy, he is so close to getting off probation. Just make him do the hours. I know he's not going to want to fucking hear it, but listen, just tell him to do it. We'll figure it out. Anything he's doing over, he'll get compensated for. So Elijah starts doing this shit. He gets all the way up to this month here. So he has all these remaining months and they throw him in jail. And say, I call her, I say, what the fuck did you just throw my son in jail for? This is bullshit. You already know he did it. And now he's doing shit he shouldn't do. And you're already fucking. So at month 45, guys, they issued a warrant for Elijah's arrest and revoked his probation and said you're going to prison. Now, he still had 3 fucking months. He still had 3 fucking months. So fuck you, state of Oregon. Fuck you, feds. I got your fucking punk asses. Is Trump involved here? Is Mr. Donald because I'm exposing him? Or is this Joe? Or is this Trump? 4-5, skip Joe 9. Fuck you guys. Fuck this corporation, guys. I have all the proof my son did this. Instead, they swatted my fucking house. 45 fucking months. My son has done nothing, got no fucking trouble. He calls me up, I said, Dad, what the fuck do I do? I said, Elijah. He said, Dad, they're going to, what do I do? I said, Elijah, come here. He came here and he didn't know. I said, you're not. He said, Dad, I have to surrender myself to Lake County. They said I could either turn myself in or could go. I said, just come here. He came here. I didn't know he was going to come with his wife. I said, you're not going fucking anywhere. I have a platform. I have 15, 18,000 followers here, 20 on you. We'll stream for thousands of hours. We'll let these cops know. We'll document all this fucking evidence. And I did for hundreds of hours, which they watched. They went after Elijah and he still had 3 full fucking months of probation to complete something he shouldn't even been doing. And they issued a warrant for his arrest. And I said, go fuck yourself. You are not going to throw him in prison. Crusher Brunsman, your warrant is not, it's not warranted. I will accost his body. And if you want to call it kidnapping, I don't give a fuck. I can't kidnap my own son, but I'm not going to let you throw him. You already threw him in fucking jail here. You could have given him 1 day for his first violation, which didn't even violate. Instead, you gave him the max, kept him in jail. And then you fucking threw him in jail. They revoked his, he had 3 more fucking months. If they extended it, he still had 3 fucking months. Fuck this county. Fuck the state of Oregon. You fuck me up. You fuck my house up. You potentially killed my son. I don't know if Marshall killed him. Fuck you, Marshall, if you're watching this bullshit, you fucking punk. This motherfucker took all my fucking shit. He wanted to give my passport back. I don't believe a word that motherfucker says. This is bullshit. This is why I stepped in and said they revoked his fucking probation and issued a fucking warrant, and he still had 3 months. So fuck you, state of Oregon, fuck you, Lake County, and fuck you, feds. You're so fucking in trouble. And I'm going to get the fuck out of this country, guys. I am. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't even get anybody to fucking help me. Nobody's made me a GoFundMe or anything. And how the fuck am I going to get help? I think I know that my son's car is sitting at fucking Marshall's in Wolf Creek, and I'm going to point this fucking man out because he called me the other day when I brought this shit out when I was talking with Kevin and said, dude, this motherfucker's in with the feds, dude. When I figured it out, I said, and then all of a sudden he calls me. Fuck you, Marshall. Fuck that dude, man. Took my fucking dog, man. So go see the SWAT warrant, see what they fucking do to a veteran like me. I have all the proof, guys. I have all the proof to clear my son's innocence. Instead of looking at any of this, they just swatted me. So fuck this country. Help a veteran get out of here. I hate this country. This country sucks. We'll leave. Will help me go. 9 fucking months ago, they swatted my house, and they have given me nothing as far as legal counsel. There's not even a trial. There's no trial. There's no fucking nothing. No attorney. Nothing has been done. And I got to sit here every fucking day and wonder where my son is at and know where his car is sitting. I want something fucking done about this. Or once again, I'm leaving the United States. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't get any help from anybody in this country. Maybe I can seek political asylum, religious asylum. I'm a political refugee. I'm a pastor that's being persecuted for standing up for the right of the people, the Constitution, this county, my son. Kevin has already been targeted already. I have proof that they've targeted Kevin. My son does not. This is not right. I don't like the word deserve. My son doesn't deserve this. 1 fucking man of 5 to go to jail. Tony Karsten is a rapist and still to this day has not been convicted of these charges. And all those kids have fucking convictions. That should make your fucking vomit right now. I'm a military veteran too, guys. I have an honorable discharge. Why the fuck are they doing this to me? Because I'm standing up for your rights. So I have to do this, guys. I have to continue to stream and protect myself and my son, because my son's just going to go off into the woodwork. I want to know why my son's car is in Wolf Creek, Oregon, and why would my supposed friend tell me he just quit contacting me? He won't answer my phone calls,
And I get this month after month after month after month after month, and yet he sold my son a fucking truck, fails to mention, bought my daughter's car, fails to mention. Something's not right. This man has long fucking hair, has since I've known him, and has a fucking shaved head now, a short hair. He's fucking running from something. I believe he got caught up with the feds. I do remember my son saying something about that. I don't know what it was. He grows cannabis and has and known for doing that. I don't know if it has something to do with that. I'm not sure. But he had something going on, and I believe the feds got involved, and that's where I believe my son is at, and I know Marshall knows, and I think he's definitely the one who took my fucking silver because he rolled around for fucking weeks telling me it was in his trunk. And the whole time I'm sitting in jail going, dude, he's going to call me up anytime. My car got broke into because he said he was going back and forth to California. So once I called him on it and told him, I met to get my dog, I begged this guy, I need my fucking dog back, man. This is my service animal. I mean, I need him. I got a jail. I mean, the dog is struggling here. Bone has never been away from this dog. They've always been together. Almost 4 or 5 years old, this dog is. He's never been away from him. You got him around other dogs, but Pant's never been alone. Please let me come pick up my dog. Please. This guy would fucking facilitate shit. So I know you don't give a fuck about me. And I'm 100% he lied to me. So he turns around once I go pick up my dog, and I say to him, hey, look, man, I'm going to talk to Adriana eventually, and it's going to be one of you, and I'm not afraid to call anybody right to their face. One of you took it. You told me you had it. I don't know why your story's changed, but actually I started getting frustrated. I'm like, I got to go. Because Tango was in the car. I seen him. I'm like, dude, this is, I got to go. I got my dog. I don't fucking care about some stupid fucking shiny metal. All I care about is my animal. I looked at Tango. He had fucking ticks in his face. His tail looked like it caught on fire on the top, and he ripped the fucking skin off the top of it from chewing on it. It was fucking firecracker pink, red, glossy, like a burn, like a peel of fucking a blister off the top of a fucking, his whole back of his fucking tail, like all under his fucking chin. He was fucking horrible health. For months he had him. I could have kept him from that bullshit and got him better. Fuck that motherfucker, dude. He knows something about my son, so that's why I'm on this now. It hit me like a fucking lead weight. So I apologize for cursing, but I can't stay here any longer. I've got to make some kind of ruffle somebody's feather. Someone needs to help me get out of this country, guys. They could come here at any minute and swat me and shoot me again, and I don't want violence. I never was violent. You know what I'm saying? I don't want violence, guys. I never called for violence. I could have shot those 2 state troopers and I wouldn't have my vision ruined. My lungs are fucked up, guys. Do you know what it's like to breathe fucking tear gas? 5 of these things in this house. 5 of these things. They kept firing them in here. You hear me on the phone. If you go watch the fucking SWAT raid, they just kept pumping them in here. We don't want to shoot it. They wanted me to come out with a gun and kill me, guys. That's what they had bragged about up at the local fucking. They hired the state of Oregon to come out here without looking into any information and say, go get them, boys. That's all they did. They did not look at any of the fucking evidence on my side. Why is this dad holding his son? He said he didn't do this community service. We're saying he didn't. Do we have any proof he didn't? Well, he didn't let him stop the car because he knows he did. If I didn't let him take it from the fucking house, I ain't let you pull him over in a car. He wasn't speeding. Fuck off. You followed us for miles and miles. Pursuit, you didn't fucking come even with your lights on. You didn't say shit. Never did you get down on the ground. That wasn't a goddamn pursuit, so that's a bunch of bullshit too. Fuck you. We were right here by the house. So, bullshit, man. I'm tired of this. Nobody gives a fuck about my son. He could be dead and nobody cares. Not even his own mom, guys. Not even his own mom. She's never called me since, so I know the feds are involved because she won't talk to me anymore. Yeah, she won't even look at it. So they contacted her and said, don't fucking talk to him. So fuck you, feds. I know you're involved now. Show your fucking face, you fucking men in black pussies. Or give me safe passage, and I'm not talking sphere, safety, peace, and safe. Find me a non-violent way to leave the country, and I will leave, or I'll stop. I'm not going to stop exposing this corporation. Either come put me in Guantanamo Bay, Venezuela. Put me in Venezuela. Fuck this country, this most disgusting, filthy country. They brought all these Venezuela, very violent gang, and now they cleared out prisons so you can put American fucking citizens in there. And you think I want to stay in this motherfucking country? Fuck this country. Fuck this country. Draft the women. Hey, send me to Venezuela because when I get out, I won't be here. I'll do some time there. I don't want to do any time. I don't think you should do any time. But send me there. Send me to Venezuela. I ain't fucking afraid of that. Hola, amigos. Yeah, whatever. I can make it. I was born in the San Fernando Valley. Fuck you. I was born around 70% Latino people. You don't know shit about no culture. So I'll be just fine. Fuck you, feds. You won't do shit. They ain't got involved. They should have already been here, brothers and sisters, and investigated this shit. But now I need out of here. I can't stay here, guys. And now the state of Oregon is trying to hold me for 9 fucking months. They say can't leave the state. Can't leave the country. I have no fucking criminal record. This piece of shit fucking marshal will not give me my fucking passport, guys. I go there and I tell him, hey, look, man, I got my dog back. I said, I don't know. One of these days I'm going to talk to Adrian. I'm going to find out where my silver's at. So I'm just letting you know I got to go. The very next day he calls me up and he goes, hey, man, I found your passport in the back of my trunk. Really, Marshall? Really, Marshall? Really? Really, Marshall? And you just sent it snail mail. I didn't even ask him for it. I didn't ask him for it till months later. Many months later. Like he gives a fuck. You trying to clear your conscience, you fucking pile of shit. Tell me, oh, I found your passport. It was in the back of the fucking trunk. Isn't that where you told me there were the silvers at, you motherfucker? Tell me for fucking weeks you got it. And then when I call you on it, oh no, his wife took it. I don't have it. Why would you change your story after 2 fucking weeks? And why when you got mad when I called your fucking name out on this fucking platform? You're mentioning my name online. Don't say my name. That's it. Come get your shit. That's what he said. Come get your shit. Come get your shit. All he supposedly had was my dog. So why is my shit? What is my shit? I think my shit is my silver and my dog, and you had it at that time. So either way, it's bullshit. Fucking tired of being lied to. I don't fucking care. I know this guy's done nothing but lie to me from the beginning, and I know he's involved, and I know the feds know where my son is at, and I know this motherfucker knows where my son's at too. And that's why I will not accept the fact for him telling me, oh, your son's not taking my calls. This is the only person to even have any idea where my son's at. He's not taking my calls, but yet you sold him the truck that he bought from you. You failed to fucking mention that. And my daughter, if I didn't go down there, you would have never told me my daughter fucking, and I was asking you, I don't know shit, Tracy. I don't know shit. Fuck you, you lying piece of shit. So this is where my son, they know something. And I'm an investigator, and I might not have this completely right, but my son's car is in Wolf Creek, Oregon, and somebody needs to go do a welfare check on that fucking location. And is my son's dead body there? Did the feds pick him up from there? You're fucking better send my passport back, Marshall. You fucking prick. I know you have it. You're a fucking lying piece of shit. You took my fucking silver. Why would Adriana take it? You had it. You're the one who fucking had it. Can go fucking pull all the records if we need to take your fucking dumb ass to fucking prison or court. Remember the phone calls in jail? They were all recorded. You said you had it. You didn't flip the script until like weeks later. No, she took it. Why would I have been worried that you had it the whole time? Why would you tell me that you fucking had the passport in the back of the trunk? You're a fucking guilty piece of shit. And I got you fucking cornered. So you should probably just fucking go turn your fucking self in. Yeah, go do whatever the fuck you need to do for whatever you're charged. Why'd you have to get my son and daughter involved in this shit? Overnight my fucking passport, you prick. I know you never sent it. This guy playing fucking games with me. I know he called me yesterday because I told fucking Kevin, this dude's in with the feds. And all of a sudden, call me. They're listening. And so is he. So fuck you. And fuck all you people who don't give a fuck about this country and people like me who fucking to defending your rights. And I got no help from anybody. All I've been is crushed. So I'm going to continue to stand up. Father's not going to let me. I'm not done. But I'm going to call this son of a bitch out because I know he has something to do with my son. No way you sit there and lie to me all this fucking time. And I know that his mom is got to have know something too now because she won't talk to me either. And that's how I know the feds are involved. She a fucking pussy. She don't fucking care about Elijah. Why would she not call me for fucking 8 or 9 months? That's where he was at. That's where fucking Elijah was at. I can't give you contact, but Elijah's doing okay. He's, nothing. Not until my son didn't show up to trial. I called. I said, where the fuck is our son? They said he went missing in fucking September, and I have him fucking on the phone in the courtroom in October. These fucking cops are lying to me. They said he went missing in September, but he's on the fucking phone in court in October. And you summons me to his trial in December, in November? Why the fuck would you give me a criminal summons as a witness to a trial in December when he went missing in September? Something's not right, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I already got it. It's fucking this prick knows something, and the feds are involved. That's why I've never got a call back from these assholes. Never once, because I'm exposing that the farmers are fucking in cahoots with the cops out here, and this fucking Michael Taylor is going to spend time in prison too, this motherfucking elected sheriff who I called all this shit out and made hundreds of fucking phone calls through the years about this same fucking subject, and I've documented every bit of it. So it doesn't even matter. I called the largest fucking attorney near in the state, and I have his email. I just went through the other day. We don't have the bandwidth to take this fucking case. And they thought they were going to take my son to a 2-day fucking trial. There's a man that should spend a lot of time in prison, and his name is Dan Spencer. My son's fucking legal counsel represented me in open fucking court, which is illegal. That gets the case thrown out immediately. Co-counsel, every defendant has to have a different fucking attorney. And he legally represented me. He knew he fucked up and said, oh shit, I didn't know who this guy was, because they normally sweep shit under the rug, got a little ahead of themselves, and came in after the third time going to come in to represent me and said, I'm not representing him, I'm representing the Constitution. He realized he had fucked up. And then he immediately filed to be removed as Elijah's fucking counsel because I have the paperwork. Back in June, I believe it was. Said, I don't want to be his attorney because he knew he had fucked up and represented me in fucking open court. And then when I went back there a couple months ago, Dan fucking Spencer was in there. Well, I'll get him an attorney. There he is doing legal fucking work for me again. These people fucked this case up so bad, and they're just used to sweeping shit under the rug. That's what they think is going to happen. Or they just want me to fuck up again. Well, I'm going to fuck up. I'm not staying here. I've been fucking doing everything these motherfuckers did to me for 9 months, and they have provided me with no legal counsel. I can't keep waiting. If my son is fucking Midland and a fucking on Marshall's property, if the feds have him, I want to know. I want to fucking know something. I'm not going to rest. You should know goddamn good and well, if I would have killed Tony Karsten, you think I'm going to fucking stand down? I never wanted to do that, so and God is my witness. I don't have to fucking take a man's life. They should have put him in prison when I showed them. He's here at the scene of the crime, watching these teenagers break into this little trailer through the roof. He's an accomplice. Revoke his parole. Send that motherfucker back to prison. Never served a dime. Maybe if I would have killed those 2 state troopers that came on my property that day, I wouldn't be facing this. Am I have any regrets? No. It's okay. Father made me a meek man, not a weak man. I would have killed them both. 2 heads shots and 2 shots to the fucking chest. Ba-bam! Kabam! Bam! Yeah, it's real. Oh. No, I'm not kidding. Go look at my fucking DD-214. I don't miss. Expert marksman. I don't fucking miss. And it's not because I was just trained. I shoot from the hip. I don't need to fucking aim. If you aim, you're dead. And this is no threat. I didn't do anything of the sort. I was not armed. I had my phone. I was actually recording them. Stop. You guys are fucking threatening me. They're going in the fucking live stream saying Oregon State Police has got some of the best snipers in the United States trying to intimidate me. As I've got these fucking points, they can take me off at any time. So I need to leave the U.S. I am now exposing Tom Rourke was selling methamphetamines to the farmers. His son was selling it to the farmers. He was caught on the job doing methamphetamines. There's people who've seen him bringing it in through this little fucking local airport. You don't fucking hang around in the largest meth dealer in this fucking town in your police vehicle. That's fucking stupid. What are you doing? Investigating, using, or re-upping? So he got busted. Why are the fucking feds not come talk to me? Because they're pussies and they're afraid of me. If they weren't afraid of me, they would come fucking talk to me. So now I'm asking them to negotiate. You want the fuck to me to shut up? I'm not telling you I'm going to shut up, but get me the fuck out of this country. Either send me to some fucking Guantanamo Bay or call this fucking clown court cop, fucking tell them to drop these charges. I want an email sent and I want to know the location of my son, or I'm not threatening violence with anybody. I'm not going to stay here. I can defend this country. I can defend the people. I don't need to be in the borders of this country. I want to find the way. And if something happens to me, I don't fucking care. Only God wrote every single thing. So if I'm trying to go plan some kind of thing to hurt somebody, I'm not. I want to go to Ecuador and farm and grow food and be left alone. They stole my fucking retirement. I'd like to leave. I already could have left. I chose to stand up for my son, for the constitutional right of my son. And now I'm facing being thrown into prison. No, everybody's already been contacted. So I've already made every phone call from the top down, and literally hundreds of calls have been made. Hundreds of calls. So, if you guys have any way for me to get safe passage out of this country, I don't want violence. I could have shot those 2 state troopers. I could have shot John Mogul. I could be planning some kind of stupid fucking attack, but I don't want to be here. I don't hate the people here. I hate the sin that's going on, not the sinner. Most people don't care about this country. I do, and I've already shown that. I was a veteran. I served this country, received my honorable discharge, and they're going to turn this shit against me. It's not right. So if you can help me, I need some way for somebody to help me get out of here. I can't be here, and my animals. I'll leave everything I have. I just paid off everything here that I could. And instead of going and getting myself attorney, I paid the land off so I can donate it to High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries. I tried to just give it to Faith and Truth Ministries, but they couldn't do it because it has to have the 501c3, and I'm working on that already. So that takes forever, Rise. You're talking about months. I need to leave today. I need to leave this week. I need to leave sometime this week. I can't stay here. I'm going to keep pushing harder than I'm already pushing now, because I know Marshall knows where my fucking son is at. And I know the feds are involved now too. It makes 100% sense. It's bigger than that too, guys. And whatever. Look into what I've been doing for decades. So this isn't a walk that I just started. So I'm trying to be, when I get an honorable discharge and it says defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic, my tour service does not end because my DD 214 says end tour service. I will continue to serve the people and the Constitution, the legal right of the people. And if I get thrown in prison, that's okay. I will face whatever, as long as I'm not doing me, I'll be comfortable with whatever Father puts on my future. So, but I really feel as if I'm nonviolent, and I'm not calling for peace, nonviolence. If I'll exit the country without violence and I'm not threatening, why should I not be allowed to leave? There's fucking tens of millions of people that have come into this country without a fucking passport. Why can't I exit now? I have no criminal. I know because I got a pending case, but I have all the fucking proof. 9 months and they will not even look at anything. And the minute it gets looked at from an outside agency, it's over. No Mirandizing of my body. You can't accost my body, kidnap me. If you're going to accost me, you have to show cause. Probable cause on a warrant. They had that warrant. Okay. But where's their proof that my son didn't do these hours? They have they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt in their case. And I can bring all these witnesses. So there's no way. Even in my son's case, both of these cases are bullshit. It's a sheer targeting case. And now Kevin has moved here and they're already targeting him. He's already been targeted. And he just got here. Gene got his kid fucking taken away without any reason. Gene got his fucking kid taken away from the same fucking judge because his name is on my police report. They pulled him over without cause. He came here to give me some ice and some food because I wasn't leaving the property. They pulled him over. What's your probable cause for stop? See, it's all a big fucking crime syndicate. And I've tried to get the feds involved. So they are involved now. I'm certain involved. And that proves how fucking criminal the feds are. Because they're very aware of this case. I know they are. If the state of Oregon got involved and brought a warrant out here, you don't think the feds are aware of this? You're fucking out of your mind. So 100% now I'm certain because his mom won't contact me that they've contacted her. Because they already came and contacted her once trying to look for Elijah. It was his son that said, well, I see him online playing video games. And that's where he went missing. Playing an online video game was the last time Elijah was ever seen. Online gaming. Went black and never returned again. Nobody fucking cares about Elijah Werner, but I do. If he wasn't a good man, I wouldn't stand for the right, but he is a good man. He didn't threaten violence. He's not violent. He doesn't have, that's not who he is. So he is in the wrong place at the wrong time, and the apple don't fall far from the tree. So that's where he ends up, taking the blunt of my, political activism. I don't believe in politics. History's being made every day. What the fuck are you doing about it? So if anybody can help me, the only thing I need from people, I don't need your money. I need a safe place out of here. It's kind of funny. If I had enough money, I could just probably book a private fucking jet and leave, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't think it is the throwing a concussion grenade in my face for asking if my son is okay is not that's excessive force. SWAT teaming me. Why didn't somebody come to my gate, say, hey, Tracy, we don't find any proof of this shit of your son. We contacted Morgan. We contacted Tom. We contacted Don. This doesn't work. We pinged the phones. There was no looking. We called Lake County. He didn't say that. You didn't say that. We called Ryan. So all the evidence, we looked into something, and you're bullshit. Fuck you. Give us your son. Well, we will come back here, and we're not going to be nice. There was never even any negotiation. That's all I was asking him. Come to my door. Let's talk about these 180 hours. I had somebody say, Elijah would have given you Elijah. Tracy, why the fuck did you do that? You got a chip on your shoulder. He's a veteran. You're just mad because he stood up towards the COVID. He stood up during the COVID, and you're pissed at him. You got a chip on your shoulder against this guy because he uses his First Amendment. I know you got him in prison. Don't fucking think you got there in your county thing. Don't think you could just get rid of him. But that was excessive. You wanted his son. All you had to do was talk about those 180 hours. He's been streaming for hundreds of hours, trying to get your attention, saying, let's talk about the hours that were done. If they would have pulled up with an armored vehicle, Tracy Werner, to the gate or something, not just fucking wreck the fuck out of the way they did it. Didn't even serve the warrant properly. Tracy, fuck you, you fucking pigs! You fucking slime balls! You work for the government! Nothing but fucking pigs in the government, people in government. Fuck off. Why the fuck are you at my gate? Go fuck yourself, you fucking pigs. I don't contract with tyrants. Tracy Werner, we want to talk about Elijah's 180. Huh? Oh, you want to talk? Elijah, stay in there for a minute. Excuse me. Did you just say Elijah's 180 hours? Yeah, we wanted to talk about this. Elijah, come here. So you want to talk about now he did these. Well, we can work this out. We don't want to do this violently, Tracy. We'll look into this. These, if they would have even talked to Elijah and me about these fuckers, that's what he asked during the warrant. What about my 180 hours? I said, what about the 180 hours? I would have turned him over. If we could have anything. No, they just bought fucking men with guns and fucking tried to kill me. Never looked at anything. Never looked at a stitch of fucking evidence. So don't tell me you're innocent until proven guilty in this country. I don't want to be maimed anymore. They've already fucked my property up, and I still have not gotten it fixed completely. So I don't want any more physical damage to my body, my animals, my person. I am not violent. Although I can take your fucking life with my bare hands, I choose to be meek. God makes me that way. I don't even have a choice. Not weak. Obviously, I'm not a weak fucking man. So I need somebody to contact me from some fucking agency that's going to help me get the fuck out of this country. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't hate anybody here. There's not one man here I give a fuck about like that. I seek no vengeance. Only I seek to go back to what I was already doing, farming. And I don't want to eat this crap anymore. So I found a place I'd like to go. And if you guys anybody can help me. No, he's missing. He's fucking went missing. So I don't know if he's missing, hiding, dead, just go listen to the live stream. But it's okay. I think you're more curiosity, morbid, if anything. But either way, I'm going to continue. I'm going to take me a break. I haven't fed my animals. Normally I'm up and I've already got the chickens out. And I'm going to continue to push this. I want out of this country. I can't be here anymore. They're going to fucking kill me. And nobody gives a fuck about me anyways. Nobody gives a fuck about my son. So if I wasn't doing this right now, Elijah just go fade into the woodwork. His mom don't give a fuck about him. Apparently he don't have no friends that have ever contact anybody to ever let me know shit about Elijah. Nothing. The only person would have been Marshall. Oh, he just won't take my phone calls. He won't take your phone calls, but yet he bought the truck back from you that you bought from him. And you failed to fucking tell me that, huh? And Adriana, you don't know where the fuck she's at, but you sold her. You bought her car and you drove all the way up to fucking Cottage Grove to go get it. But you weren't going to ever tell me that, right, Marshall? You said you'd had no contact. You did have contact with him, you lying fuck. You wait till Father pours out a just measure on your fucking ass. You're supposed to be my only fucking friend. My only friend. And remember, I didn't fucking take anything from you. You gave me the ability to sell that track chair for Elijah when he got in trouble. Because I thought you were a good dude to try to help him out. That was between you and him. Is that why you took my silver? Like I owed you something because my son, whatever. I'm already taking fucking prison time for my son. Like it wouldn't fucking help him out. Whatever. Fuck off, Marshall. You're a prick, dude. So I figured out where my son's at, guys. Marshall knows something. This is where it's at. I know it now. I'm not 100%, but I'm about 98% certain that's where his car was at. So if anybody would like to do a check on Elijah Werner, say you might know, because I can call them and they won't do shit for me. They're not going to do anything for me. I can call the state of Oregon. I can call they're not going to do shit. I can't even get the feds to fucking get involved now. So let me see. Maybe I'm getting fucking... No, okay. I thought maybe this... because yesterday he contacted me. Once again, damn, that battery's slow today. So I better go because my battery's almost dead. And that's what I'm looking for. My focus is to find my son. I think I found where he's at. If anybody like to do a welfare check on Elijah Werner, there is a search warrant out for his arrest. So they're very aware. You need to call. It's Wolf Creek, Oregon. It's along the highway. It's at the split. It's not too far up the road. His car is sitting there. You should be able to see it from the highway. Don't say peace, Grizz. We don't call for shalom. Look what happened when I called for peace on the fucking SWAT warrant. They grenaded me. So maybe that was my problem. Those who call out for peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon those who call out. So don't say peace, okay? Seriously. Seriously, look how many times I said peace in that warrant. I should have said nonviolent or something. Maybe they'd have been, I don't know. But I'm just trying to help you out. He said, do not think that I came to bring shalom. I came to bring a sword of division, not peace. So just going by the backbone of this ministry, okay? That's what it's about. So I care about the people in this state, guys. And when I stood up against Tony Karsten, because he could have been anywhere. He could have went over to Newport and raped somebody over there. So I don't feel bad to have to threaten a man's life. This is a very old case, and I'm sure the feds are very aware of this case. It's not a new case by any means. This bullshit, they're thinking this, whatever, It's bigger than that, though. So please, if somebody can help me, I don't want to do this, but I don't have any choice at this point. I need somebody to contact the state of Oregon, whatever county that is in Wolf Creek, and find out. Say, I think I know where Elijah Warner is at. Yeah, you know what I need? I need to get to. Oh, it's behind a locked door. It's behind a gate, but you'll be able to see it from the highway is what I'm saying. There's a fence line. You'll be able to see why is Adriana Massey's car at Marshall's property over there in Wolf Creek, and why. I need to know, why was Marshall lying to me? Is my son at that location? See, I would hate for my son to just show up and they fucking kill him if he resisted. Look at what the fuck door I'm opening up. This is fucked up. Fuck you, Marshall. You knew where my son was at, and now he could potentially die at the fucking threat of a gun by some fucking armed pigs. Fuck you, Marshall. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fuck you. You never once came here. You didn't bring my dog back. You didn't bring my silver back. And all you did was fucking lie to me. So I need somebody to help me out. It's in Wolf Creek, Oregon. It's off the I-5 corridor. You could say you're watching a live stream. This guy said his son was possibly fucking shot, dead, or something. He don't fucking know. I don't care. It is what it is. Father wrote all things, so there's nothing that's not going to happen that Father didn't already, But I need to know why my daughter's car is there. He's lying to me. He said he had no contact with him. And when I went there and caught the gate, or just barely caught the gate open, that was just God's timing, very dangerous to walk in. And why is Marshall's hair cut when he always had long hair? What the fuck is he running from? So I know there's some funny business going on. Do we ever see Marshall sending my fucking passport at the post office? I don't think they'll ever have any footage of him sending my passport. So I need you to look in the phone calls and see what I'm saying. There is motive here. He told me he had my silver, and then he turned around and said he didn't. So I don't know. Is this he just turned because he needed the money? Is he fucking extorting? My son had silver too. I traded a car for fucking silver for my son. I went to Ben and lost money on that deal. I had to pay for gas for my own son. I needed the cash at the time too. Oh, you could take a piece of silver. I need the cash. I don't need silver. I have silver. So, but I did it for him anyway. So did Marshall rob him? I don't know. There was some kind of thing. He said Elijah had an argument with him, and he never said that before, on the way back. And that was never brought up, and that got brought up recently, like Elijah was arguing with him. The fuck does that mean? Then he calls me and tells me he's broke or something. This guy's making $300 fucking dollars a day mining gold. So I know he's a liar because he sat there and I talked to my son before they ever swatted this house saying, Elijah, I'm not sure about what he's fucking saying. He said he's finding silver. You don't find silver, gold and silver. That's not how silver is found. So, ooh, cool. I didn't know that, Rye. I didn't know that too. I didn't know that. Cool. All right, Marshall, you listening, you motherfucker? You held my passport. If you didn't sell it and you still have it, you're facing federal fucking charges. And the feds obviously are already involved with you. The feds came and raided the fucking Marshall's property. Okay, guys? I think it's something about him being a grower. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. I only know that my son mentioned. So I know he got involved with the feds. There's something going on here. So there's definitely something fucking going on there. So that would make sense if he's involved in the feds. They wouldn't send my shit back. The feds can say don't send it to him. The feds could say don't send him the fucking silver, and they could be holding it all too. So I'm pretty sure the feds are involved at this point. They've never called me, but they've been aware. When I said in the warrant, when that day I said the feds were contacted, I already called the Department of Justice. Federal, all these federal agencies, I've already called these agencies multiple times to most of these agencies. Special, oh, well, the state of Oregon can't police themselves since they came out and swat your house. You got to call Tina Kotek's office. And I've already called all these numbers. So send me a picture of my passport, Marshall, you fucking prick. I know he's on here watching this sometimes too, guys. This is probably going to be his main chicken. So his name is Marshall. He's off Wolf Creek. You should see my daughter's car. I want to know if Adriana Massey, because she's potentially missing as well. Nobody knows where she's at. And my son, there's a warrant for his arrest. So if he's at Marshall's, this is the guy that said he would hide him. Well, I've got in trouble federally before, or something he said like that, or got in trouble before, and they tried to put charges, and I had to go on the run until I can get it taken care of. And he said, I'll help your son do that. I said, no, we're not fucking running from anything. He did all this shit. We're not putting him in some fucking cave, in the gold caves. No. If he was wrong or something, maybe, but he's not wrong. We're going to stay here and hold our ground. We're going to have a stand up, not a standoff. We're going to stand up for our right and end up getting swatted because of it. So I need to know if Elijah, I don't have a number where the thing, but the car should be able to be seen from the fucking highway. Adrian, I know he's going to probably duck that fucking car if he's in here and hearing it, but why would I go there? And this guy told me my son had no contact with him, will not take his phone call. See, if they say, and they look at my evidence of me calling Marshall, and then Marshall has had contact, if Marshall is had contact with Elijah after, then he's lying about all of it. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, I've never contacted Elijah. He won't take my call anymore, Tracy, but he sold him a fucking car and bought my daughter's car and said he didn't have any. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. And he keeps lying to me. So how does he not know something? He does, guys. Absolutely he does. I'd be fucking blind as a bat to refute this anymore. I allowed it to go this long. I can't allow it to go any longer. So can somebody help me send a welfare check out there? Maybe my son's there. Maybe Marshall whacked him. I don't know. Maybe he's got them both kidnapped there, holding them for fucking ransom. He was in the courtroom in October, guys. So, yeah, that's probably just you, Big. Everybody else is hearing me. So, hooked on phonics work for me. No, I'm not on mute. No. You read that? 2 witnesses? Fuck you times 2. All right, so, hey, whatever. We speak sign language then. So, what do I got, guys? That's sitting here fucking out in the middle of the desert. My son's fucking missing. Nobody gives a fuck about him. It's just very... Can I get a combo check? Can anybody hear me? Unmute. No, you're not muted. Might just be bad. They just don't want certain of you guys to hear this shit. So it's not shit. It's my life, you know. But cool. Thanks, Jonah. That evil and adulterous generations in the book of Luke, brothers, sisters, will ask for a sign. The only sign they'll be given is the sign of Jonah. So please help me help my son, guys. Nobody's going to talk about Elijah Warner. Nobody cares. His mom has not called me asking, hey, man, what's going on? His friends haven't called me. You know, what's happened to Elijah? Have you seen him? I don't know. So, cool. I don't know what was going on there, Bruce. Like I said, this is a shadow ban channel, so they can do a lot of things to your guys's. But anyways, my son's car is there. Why would he tell me that he didn't have any contact with them when he did buy 2 fucking vehicles? He sold a vehicle and bought a vehicle and failed to neglect to mention any of that. That doesn't make sense. Not at all. Not at all. So he's either missing. They said he didn't show up in September, but he was in court over the phone in October. Then they summons me to a criminal witness in December. Why would they summons me to a trial in December if he went missing in September? So doesn't make any fucking sense to me, guys, whatsoever. So anyways, I'm going to finish this up, guys, here. Please, I'll come back and talk about this again. I'm sure I'm going to get some phone calls after this, but I need you guys to help me. I'm in the state of Oregon, and I am looking for my son. He was already shot by the state of Oregon. I have already been tear gassed. I don't have a criminal record. I am an honorably discharged veteran. They swatted my house, and since then, my son has gone missing in supposedly September, which makes no sense. I located his car. I located him, my where supposedly, and I think there is enough motive here for somebody to go check and figure out if my son is at the location in Wolf Creek, Oregon, where Marshall is located. This man has done nothing but lie to me, and he took my fucking dog. And if he has my passport, and that's a federal crime, I want my passport back. I don't believe him at all. No, I'm not on mute. It's just you. So it's only you. Everybody else hears me just fine. So, please, will somebody call the state of Oregon? Will somebody call Lake County? Will somebody call the feds and say, hey, this guy's son's missing, and he thinks he's located him. So, yeah, hold on. Let me we'll get him out of here. So, all right, we'll get him out of for a minute. So, guys, I'm not doing this. Is very dangerous what I'm doing. This could open up my son to being shot dead today. What if he's alive and Marshall's got him and they go in there or something? You know, I don't fucking know. This is such bullshit that my son should have to be under the threat of a fucking gun and look over his shoulder when I have all the evidence. This needs to be taken care of. I'm not going to commit a fucking heinous crime to get some fucking attention. I've done for 9 months everything that this court has asked me to fucking do. And I've gotten no legal counsel to help my son. I originally jumped in front of these charges to try to help my son. So I cannot continue any longer. 9 fucking months has worn me out. I'm not done. I'm just saying, I'll get a second win. They know this shit. But I can't sit here every day knowing that my son could be there at Marshall's fucking house when this guy continues to fucking lie to me and not give a fuck. And I look back at the actions, it just totally makes sense. So if his car wasn't there, if he didn't lie to me, what would I have to go off of? But why would he not tell me my son bought a yellow truck from him? Why would my son go fucking on a run in a yellow truck? You can see red cars stick out, but yellow cars stick out more than any other car. Little yellow Toyota, that makes no fucking sense. And my son wouldn't paint that fucking yellow Toyota. No, it's not. It's an original yellow Toyota. So there's no way he would squirt it so he just buy another fucking vehicle. And why would my daughter, who's in Albany fucking Oregon, sell a car to him in Wolf Creek? It's not like she couldn't put it on the marketplace. Anybody could have bought that car. It's not like that Honda had a shit box, clapped the fuck out. It was a stock little Honda. I wanted to get it from him. That's the kind of car I want. I want a little stock, fast little hatchback. No mods, guys. The one that gets good gas mileage. A good little car. Good little car. Not lowered. None of that shit. Why the fuck would she sell it to Marshall? They showed up down there, guys. Something happened. Feds picked them up. Marshall lured them in. Marshall's got them. Her car wouldn't fucking be down there. Then he gave me this bullshit that he went up and trailered it from fucking Cottage Grove. I met her in Cottage Grove. Ping his phone. Is that a lie? I don't believe it. Not for a fucking second, guys. This guy is full of shit. And he knows where my son is at. So if you'll help me, his name is Marshall. He lives in Wolf Creek. You'll see Elijah's little hatchback from the fucking road. This was the road, the car that was on the property in the discovery. So they weren't running. And the timeline, when was that car sold to Elijah, to Marshall? Please, somebody help me, guys. I can make phone calls all day and nobody will ever return a call. So I'd like to know if my son is in Wolf Creek, Oregon, and hopefully the cops don't go in there and fucking blow the whole place up. Hopefully Marshall don't get fucking stupid because he's already fucking obviously out of his fucking mind to think he can sit there and keep lying to me. I'm going to not figure it out sooner or later. That's why I told him, I'll figure it out, Marshall. I will talk to Adriana sooner or later. Adriana went missing, guys. There's motive right there. Listen to what I just said. Adriana went missing after I told Marshall, I'm going to figure out if it's you that took it or her that took it. Right now, I don't care. I just want to get my dog. I just had to drive 5 fucking hours to get him. I'm leaving. I got to go. And I left. But I did tell him, I'm going to figure out, Marshall, if you took it, it's one of you two or Adriana. So there we go. There's the reason why Adriana's missing too. And now her fucking car is there. Holy fucking shit. I might not be right, but that's kind of a little bit fishy, don't you think? Yes. Something. He was something. I don't know. I think his house just got raided or something by the feds. I can't get an exact. I don't fucking know. I don't talk to him that fucking much. We'll go many months without talking to each other. So I only met him selling him candy, freeze dried Skittles is what when I had the freeze dryers out here. So I don't know how my son knew him and how he met him. That's how I know him, from selling him candy. Is how I met him. So why? That's it, guys. There we go. I really wish I wouldn't have talked about it because now it's making sense. If Adriana fucking didn't take that, that's why Adriana's missing too now. If she is, I don't know. Or is she in hiding? Where the fuck is she at? I know I've tried to get information. I can't have contact with her, but I've tried to get a hold of Elijah's mom and find out where she's at. I don't know. She's not around either. They're both gone. They don't know where they're at. So for the sake of my daughter and the sake of my son, if you guys can help me, I can call the state of Oregon. They're not going to help me. They're the ones who swatted me. I can call Lake County and let them know, but they're not going to help me. So I don't know what county that is in Oregon, but it is Wolf Creek. My son's car was there at one point. It's gone. Now my daughter's car there. This makes more sense now that I brought it up. Adriana went missing after I told Marshall, I'm going to find out if you took it or if Adriana took it. I will talk to her one day. And if he eliminates that problem from him talking, she can never say shit to him about, oh, I took it. Because that's what he told me after telling me for fucking weeks that he had it. There's your motive. Please, somebody help me. I gotta hope this doesn't turn out where they go fucking and find my son there and it's some big fucking shooting. Elijah won't be violent. Elijah won't be violent. Does that make sense what I just said, Rob? When I went to pick up my dog, I said, I'm going to find out, Marshall. One of you took it. You told me you had it, Marshall. And then you turned around and said that she took it. So I'm going to talk to her eventually. There's the motive. Fuck, dude. This dude's fucking, there's something here, guys. There's something here. There's just too much pointing in this direction. If you guys are listening. So, damn, my phone is going backwards and it's on the charger. Okay, guys, I better get off here because my phone is literally going backwards. I'm at like 10% now. So somebody, if you can, please call the sheriff's office in whatever county that is. Tell them you can go look on this guy's life. I don't give a fuck whatever, just whatever. It is what it is. His son has been missing. He's been talking about this, and this is where he could be. The chances of Elijah being at this location are pretty good. And I know I've already been told through Father, just not, Tracy, you're not going to like the results of what you get. So it is what it is. Well, the reason why this came up, Raw, is that somebody the other day said, well, Tracy, the reason that they're not contacting you was because Marshall is in cahoots with Adriana and cahoots with Elijah, and they fucking think you're fucking crazy. And that's why they're not contacting you. I was like, yeah, that's it. That's why nobody's ever contacted me, because I'm fucking crazy for standing up for his rights, right? Oh, he got us in trouble. It's a good devil's advocate. I'm like, thank you. I need people to think things that I haven't crossed my mind. That hasn't crossed my mind. That's why they didn't give you your silver back. They divided it up and said, fuck him. Fucking crazy old man. Not a bad investigation. I'm like, thank you. It's like, well, you might not want to hear this. I'm like, lay it on me. So I appreciate anything, guys. You know what I'm saying? So that could be the whole cahoots. That's why nobody's contacting you, because you're fucking the nut. That's not it. The feds are involved. His mom's not contacting me now, too. I've got a pretty good hunch. That's why that shit's still sitting up there. Like she hasn't even gone down and looked at it. Messenger. God damn it. They can see it, huh? It hasn't gone down and even looked at the message. Somebody's got in her ear. So, he knows. Marshall fucking knows something. He's been lying to me since the very beginning. So there's the motive too. I never thought about it that way. There's the fucking motive right there. When I told him, God damn it, when I said, Marshall, I want to find out if she took it. As far as I know, she was still around at that time. She was still around. She was in the court.
So now she's gone and Elijah's gone and her car's there. Anybody want to help me out, make a phone call? Now'd be the time. Call the state of Oregon, call the county, call the feds, call somebody, because this is fucked up that nobody gives fuck about Elijah. So I do. I'm going to continue this pursuit. I'm hoping the feds will contact me. Somebody will come here and fucking say, we're going to let you out of this country, guy. You know, whatever. If they want to fucking, yep, we're going to fucking take your citizenship, go file somewhere and get the fuck out of here. I'm not even a citizen of this country. Fuck your citizen. I'm not a citizen. Nope, I'm not part of this corporation. So you might as well just let me go anyways. But I need to try to find something before I go to figure out where my son's at. It feels like the right thing to do. I know if I left the country and I had somebody outside the country that wasn't biased, they'd help me find him. They really would. They'd go look at this thing and go, holy shit, we need to put this. There's a fucking massive lawsuit here. I'm not saying this, guys. Do you realize, and I'm not going there, there is hundreds of millions of dollars of lawsuits in this case, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. And I don't want any of it. I want a piece of land that I looked at years ago that was $13,000. That's $38,000 right now. And I want to buy it. It's 5 acres and it's already organic. There's nothing on that property. That's a 2-bedroom house. Kevin and I just want to be left alone. He's tired of getting fucked up by this country too. So I'm hoping, it just blows my mind that hundreds of millions of people can walk across this fucking border without passports and shit. And I'm going to struggle to get the fuck out of here. It's insane. You know, God will have to part the waters. So I don't want to leave, but I can't get any help for my son. Why don't I just stay here and fucking there's nobody here to help me? I think the only way I'm going to get help for my son is to get the fuck out of here. And so I don't know how it's going to happen unless somebody's just got a really rich uncle or something wants to fund a trip fucking private jet or some other way. I don't know any way else to get out here. Without a passport, I don't think I could even leave the fucking country right now. So I think they're stopping people. I don't know. Anybody in fucking Texas, Arizona, California at the border, are they letting people go through? I haven't even looked. I'm still trying to figure out where my son is before I actually leave. So cool, Rob. I appreciate your testimony and not just agreeing with me. I have to trust my gut. So appreciate you guys here. You know, it's just tough. You know, I just don't want to be here in America anymore. If I could be in any other country than America, I would feel much better. I don't feel safe in my own country, man. I'm a fucking veteran and they've already just abused the fuck out of me and just shot my son. Literally, listen to it. Hands in the air. What now? Brrr, and still shot him anyways. So, that's what I'm saying, bro. Thank you. See how fucking dangerous that is? I have all the proof. If you were looking, and my son is going to be at the threat of a gun. That's his only fucking options. Is the threat of a fucking gun, and I have all the proof. This is bullshit. Father will protect him. Father wants him shot. Father wants me shot. Why should he be standing here today? And again, go look at the 16-minute video. It's on the playlist. See what the fuck they did to me as a veteran. I'm not calling for any violence. 45 seconds after they arrived, all I'm asking my son is, Elijah, are you okay? And I get hit in the fucking head with a grenade. Bullshit, a concussion from fucking less than a minute of these motherfuckers being here. They went straight violent. There was no excessive force. Straight out the gate, a grenade to the face. Not in the room to fill the room with the whole room and everybody in here, but in the fucking face. So I shouldn't be standing here. So it's so scary, bro, to think what I'm saying. You know, I don't want to do that, but what the fuck else do I do? I can't just keep fucking sitting here every day knowing he could be hurting somewhere. What if Marshall's got him fucking tied up? There's motive for that. What if both my daughter and my fucking son are tied up because he don't want him to fucking, he stole my fucking silver because he thinks Elijah owes him money from the last case or something, and he's got some weird fucking mentality. I don't know. All I know is he's lied to me. He has not been truthful about anything since my son went to fucking jail. And I went to jail. Been not truthful about anything. So it's very scary, bro. I understand. I don't want to do this. I don't know what else to do. What if they're there tied up? What if they're dead?
Nobody fucking cares to even look for him. They're not going to get looked for. Nobody's going to look. There's a warrant, but nobody's looking for him. So it's crazy to think the feds are involved in this case and no, and they still have not ever once called me. So what a tragedy this has been, and what a long ride. 9 fucking months, and they have done nothing. So I can't sit here for another 9 months knowing my son could be tied up, dead, suffering, something. If he was a bad man and didn't do his fucking time for the crime he did, then I wouldn't have his back. But he did the time and then some, and then got targeted and then did more and got targeted. And then, yeah, it's bullshit. And they still threatened to throw his ass in fucking prison because of me. They're mad at me, not my son. And this is bullshit. My son is having to take the fucking blunt end of this shit. I like his mom. I wouldn't get back together. He took the fucking blunt of it because I wouldn't be with her. We all know people do this shit. So they're taking out on my son the shit this fucking country's mad at me for. So the county, the state. So what a dangerous move that would be, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? That was, I know it's fucking scary to think they're going to come in with guns. We have a warrant. And if Elijah even twitches, they'll fucking kill him. What am I to do? I can only have faith now. So, thank you, Father, for this ministry to be able to vent, because I would just be out of my mind, guys. I really would be struggling if I couldn't talk about these things, because I just don't have anybody else to clear the air with like this. And I thank Father for recently sending me Kevin. It sucks that Kevin has already been targeted by being around me. It's one of my sons said, Dad, I'd love being around you, but it's fucking so hard to be around you. You have so many things that happen to you never asked for, and you just get yourself in some of the biggest things, and it happens. And when I'm around you, I'm affected by it. And so for years, it's like, Dad, I want to be around you. It's just so hard to be around you. So many things happen. I've been with you for 17, 18. I know, Dad, I'm the one. So, and he was going to finally come live with me, and this is what they did. So please help me find my son. I don't know. Just use your gut, use your discernment. Something tells me I got to start looking, though. I can't just sit here for another 9 months. If he's tied up, dead, whatever, let's get this shit done. I have the evidence. Let's get this shit done. Nothing fucking changed. Just because he went on the run doesn't give him. He still has that legal right under affirmative defense to protect himself from illegal prosecution. So nothing that he's done is illegal. Nothing I'm doing is illegal. So I need to get out of here, guys. If you can help me too, if you know anybody who can help me get out of this country safely, I need to get out of here. I don't want to get shot again. I don't want my animals to get shot. I like to take my animals and leave the country without any violence. You can't let me leave. I have an honorable fucking discharge. There's hundreds of millions of people come in and I want to leave and you won't let me leave, huh? So I need some help. I'm hoping Father will do whatever happens. It's not going to be thy kingdom come. I don't want anybody to do it. Don't pray for, if you decide just to pray for me, pray for Father's will. If I leave and get caught, anything, whatever, I go there, Marshall shows up, they shoot fucking Elijah, I don't care. I want what God to happen. I don't want any of my will to be done. Because if I got my will, I wouldn't be here right now. And I thank God for his word. You have to endure to the end to be saved. So I'll never kill myself. They find me dead or something out here, I never would take my life. Nope. No, I don't care how bad the PTSD, I already done it a long time ago. So you have to endure to the end to be saved. And that means you can't shoot yourself in the head, take pills, fucking, nope. You gotta suffer through all the hard tribulation. And I will do whatever Father makes me do here. And he's doing this to me right now. He's saying, share this. If Elijah was not a good young man and didn't have, something to stand up for, wasn't a righteous young man, I would stand down. There's a time to stand up. There's a time to stand down. This is the time I need to stand up. So blessings, and we'll see you again. Links are in the description. If you want to, I don't know. I don't need any money. I need your time if you could. Thank you for your time. You can't print more. You can't make more. I really I wish I could know a little bit more about my son. Anything would be nice. I mean, I'm a dad. You just care about your kids, Your kids care about you whether you do bad things to them or not, So I haven't always been the perfect father, but I care about my son. I don't care about him more than the word, though. And he knows that. So God will protect him. Wherever Elijah's at, that's where Father wants him to be. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Please don't get it. Pray for anything other than Father's will. No matter where Elijah's at, God has his hand on him. And I know that. Because the word's written on his heart. I know that. I miss sharing the word with my son. So wherever you're at, Elijah Warner, I love you. And you're a good young man. You've made mistakes. And I apologize that you get targeted because of me. So, all right. I just broke my no contact order. I'm not supposed to have contact with Elijah. Come get me, you fucking punk bitches. There's another violation. So I didn't do shit for 9 fucking months. I didn't break no. I did everything these fucking people asked me. So no more. I'm not going to stand down. I'm not going to your court dates. I'm not going to do any of your shit. It's a bunch of fucking clown court anyway. So I will seek to hopefully get out of here. If somebody can help me get out of here today, I'll leave today. Please help me. I'll leave today. Tomorrow is good. The next day is good. I'm ready to go. There's nothing in this country I need. I don't want to leave my son here, but he sacrificed his son, so I must do the same. Yes, he did. He sent his son and he sacrificed him for the sins of the world. So hallelujah. Not everybody. God don't love everybody. Nope. He's an all-loving God, but he don't love everybody. So he beats the people he loves. I know that. So he's beating me. So thank you for your time and your patience here with me to all the cursing and throwing around with profanity. But if you can spiritually discern all those things and filter off the cursing, maybe you'll see the underlying that, I'm just trying to do what's upright and stand up for my son. If he if it wasn't, it's there. It's just. It's just. I'm not trying to pour out an unjust measure. So, man, I'm so glad I have faith because I don't know what I would do without it. So, Adriana, if you're out there, I told you I would not stop, and you too. I'm not going to stop until I find you both. I love my son and my daughter, and I will continue as a United States Army veteran to fight for their freedom, to make sure that they're freed from this bullshit fucking corporation and these charges that are bogus. My daughter got caught in the middle. She gave her fucking charges, felony fucking charges after kidnapping her. So I cannot wait until the article is written in the fucking some paper blog. State of Oregon kidnaps woman, shoots man, and grenades man in the face illegally, and all the officers go to prison. Maybe someday, if that's what Father wants. I don't want anything but what Father wants, but they were all criminal, and the behavior is very easily documented. So, but I seek no vengeance, and there's no man here that is going to catch my attention. Not even the piece of shit Clerk Vandenberg, who fucking just railroaded my fucking Kevin. What a piece of shit. Gave Rick a heart attack. I want to go. So I asked for Paul, the new district attorney, to call me, but he won't call me. Nobody will call me. My phone has never rang. Isn't that interesting? For 5 fucking years, I've tried to get somebody to call me. Nobody's ever called. It's like I'm dead or something, huh? So either way, Pastor Revelation, I'm going to go take a break, warm up my house here, figure it out. All right. Agape and Phileo, Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse, please call somebody if you can and help my son, Elijah Warner. I love you, Elijah. I don't know where you're at, son, but if you're dead, I'll see you on the other side. And if you're out there and you can't hear this, I'm going to continue to work for you. I said I'm going to keep my word. I said would fight to the death to keep you from going to prison. And I know you're not in prison as of right now, as far as I know. I've had people look for you, but when I find you, I hope you're not mad at what I've done here. I did this for you, and because you're an upright young man, and if you didn't have done the crime and did the time and didn't do what you do, I'd still just do what you're supposed to do. But you already did all those things, so I got your back. I did. I got felonies I'm facing, and I would do it 1,000,000 times over. For your wife, I'd do it too. For my daughter, I'd do it 1,000,000 times. I'll take a grenade in the face every single time for you because you're a good young man. You're not perfect, neither am I. So I love Elijah John Werner, my young son, and he's a good young man. And if he, again, didn't have the word written on his heart and he didn't love the word, I just wouldn't talk to him. So I don't sup with vipers, and he's not a viper. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you again, Lord willingly. Pray for Father's will. Thy kingdom come. Welcome to the book of Revelation. Pastor Apocalypse. We're in the last book. Whoa.